Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Nice to have your company. My name is Elle, and I'm going to be with you for the next 4 hours for a jam-packed morning show. And I am joined by the elegant, the exquisite, the radiant resident designer that is our gorgeous Sheila.
Oh, good.
Well, it's true. You deserve that kind of introduction.
Morning, everybody.
How are you, my lovely?
I'm all right, thank you. Yes, I'm good.
You're looking fabulous as ever. I'm loving the dress. Jumper dress.
Jumper dress, yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Yes, thank
lovely.
you.
You rock
too.
You rock anything,
rocking.
to be fair. What have you got coming up today in your kits?
Lots. There's 2 kits, and they've both got, one's got 12 pieces of jewellery, really heavily.
Yeah, they're big kits, aren't they?
Yeah, and then the other one, that's got 12.
Wow, there's an awful lot coming your way in the kits as well, and obviously Sheila's designer inspiration, which is going to be amazing. Presenter's pick, brand new strand, the king of gemstones, arguably the most considered in terms of price point. Well, actually, it's just broken the records of the price point as sold as the highest amount. Amazing depth of colour. I mean, this is to me the perfect colour and tone that you look for in your rubies. This is what I'm talking about. It's a brand new presenter's pick for you coming this morning. Exquisite ruby. I mean, look at that wonderful lustre. Guaranteed at under £50, coming up at 10 a.m. this morning, so not too long to wait for that. I mean, I know you've seen ruby before, but this is, to me, this has to be the cream of the crop. Some of the finest ruby that we've had here. Just beautiful. 2x1 up to 5x2. So the big rondelles as well. Even out of focus, as you can see on there, you can see that depth of colour and lustre. Amazing. We also have got some shades of emerald in a star by from your Colombian hues right to your Zambian hues and your Brazilian, different tones, different spectrums. It is, of course, your emerald. This is coming up as a star by at 11 a.m. this morning. Well, actually, just before, just after. Just after our 2-minute silence, we will be bringing you this wonderful strand. Brand new premiere. I mean, look how vivacious and gorgeous those electric greens are. This is coming up then. 19 carats and guaranteed at under £20, incredibly. So that's incredible. Now, earlier on this morning, I was talking to the gorgeous Martha about Labradorite. And I was like, well, I was looking online, and of course, we prepare for every single show. And I was like, Labradorite, now listen, I talk about it on a daily basis here at Jewellery Maker, and I'm sure you do as well. I was looking for something new. Teach me something new. Typically, I've left my sheets outside, but I'll tell you during the actual opportunity and what the actual phenomena effect is called. This is 130 carats, beautiful Sheila, flashes of blues and greens coming through, turquoise, kind of like a tropical ocean, coming up at under £20, and coming up as a showstopper at 11:30. 11:30. Let's get this show underway, shall we? Let's start with, oh gosh, I can't believe we're starting with this. Last in stock, number, it's gone. It's gone. Oh no, it's not, it's here. Stand down, everybody. Sorry, my bad. Amelia was like that. What? Okay, early bird, black diamonds, 9 carats of, beautifully lustrous, all of that sparkle. You won't believe the price point. This is truly one of the biggest carat weight strands I've ever seen, and certainly one of the lowest price points, £27.95 only. Excuse me. For all of that gorgeous sparkle of diamonds, fabulously lustrous, isn't it? All of that flash and paparazzi flash, even with its organic form. Super affordable price tag. And I actually asked Martha, I said, when did we start bringing diamonds at these kind of price points? It's almost inconceivable, isn't it? Yeah, I'd seen them at 3-figure price tag. That would have been amazing. And Martha was saying, well, you know, they were launched on Bonfire Night, but this apparently made its way to you in September. Well, I've never seen a strand at this price point for diamonds. Certainly not of this carat weight. In fact, you know what? Half that carat weight I haven't seen at this price tag. That's an incredible deal. If you're brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, it's as easy as this. 0800 644 655. It's a free phone telephone number. Press your option and speak to our fantastic contact centre. Or if you're with me on the web, just check out those baskets to guarantee success. There's 1 postage and packaging throughout the entirety of the day. And also we do have an extended money back guarantee, given the fact that it's almost Christmas. It is, isn't it? Almost Christmas. It's only a couple of paydays away.
Oh,
Sheila's just looked at me as if to say, please don't say it. But it's true, Sheila.
I know it is,
I mean, we're
I
all
know.
buying now, aren't we? I'm buying for
Yes,
Christmas,
I am
most
buying.
certainly. Imagine giving the gift of diamonds and just investing $27.95.
You can't beat that, can you?
Nobody would think, no, precisely, nobody would think that was a price tag you invested, and they need not know, because that's no reflection of the true value or worth. I mean, look at the quality.
I think because you have so many on there, you can make such delicate pieces.
Yeah.
And to actually say that you've got a diamond in your
Piece of jewellery.
piece of jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this strand along with pearls would be
Yeah,
fantastic.
just a pearl in the middle with a diamond either
Yeah,
side.
either side.
Yeah.
Beautiful, because they
Yeah.
are substantial nuggets. And I love the fact, if you're wondering what a diamond nugget is, it's basically not been faceted. It's left in its rough formation. Look at all that beautiful silky luster, reflections of light across the surface. Obviously, given the fact that they're black diamonds, you won't see brilliance internally. It's all about that gorgeous, gorgeous surface luster. 19 centimetre strand, and they are significant and sizable. I mean, if I just move into the centre of the strand, that section, say, I don't know, 2 inches at most, pop that on some sterling silver, and that will be staying in my own jewellery collection. I've just recently treated myself to some diamonds in their rough, like this, half the carat weight, I might add. And that's what I mean. Price tag like this, I paid well over double what's on your screen. I love it, don't get me wrong, and I'm not put out by that purchase. Quite the opposite, because I already know I've got an amazing deal. But this is an absolute no-brainer at $27.95. Very few gemstones on this planet. Well, certainly in the big 5. We could even fathom bringing at prices like this. Well done to each and every single one of you. Of course, you look for openness of colour. I know you're saying black when it's not specifically a colour. It's all about how they actually perform and that wonderful paparazzi flash, I suppose, surface luster in total. Do check out on the phone line. Stay where you are. Our contact centre will be with you very, very, very shortly. At $27.95, grab it whilst you can. I mean, what would you do with this, Sheila? It would look amazing with the kit that's coming up as well.
Oh, it would, and I think just to have them dotted around, make the most of your strand, because you can get so much out of it. And as I said before, somebody gave me a diamond, you know, just on top of a pearl, you know, just wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's what you would think.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, and for $27.95, it's just
an amazing deal.
surreal.
Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. And talking of your quality precious metals that I think you'll want to team with this, I'm about to bring you an absolute bonanza of a deal. Now, individually, these usually retail here. Never mind outside of these 4 walls, because then you'd be talking 3, 4, 5 times the price in many cases. Individually, our silver chain, $7.95, an incredible deal. Well, I'm not just bringing you one. I'm going to bring you 2 beautiful different links as well. One is more of a circular link, or of a belcher link, and the other one is a curb. So you've got a flatter link chain, both with extender chains, both with your bolt ring class as well, both coming your way at one of the ultimate early bird deals. I mean, look how substantial. Look how substantial they are. I'm showing this one round so you can actually see the connector, and this one's exactly the same, and the difference of the links as well. Superb silver. I'm hoping I've got enough of these to go around. 120 Martha is confirming to me. Well, that might seem like a big quantity, but actually this time of year, this time of the day, no, it's not nearly enough to go around, and certainly not at the early bird price that you are getting. It's very easy to separate one of these chains and maybe thread in some of those black diamonds, or maybe some of the rubies that are coming up later on, or some of the emeralds that are coming up later on, and you've got a really high-end piece of jewellery. A very elegant and simplistic design would just be amazing, wouldn't it? You're not going to believe the price point. You will not believe. $7.95 ordinarily, we bring you just one of these chains at, which is an incredible deal. I was shopping on, what day was it? Friday. Popped into town, my local town, and so just have a little wandering around the shopping centre. And again, no intention of actually buying from any other jewellery establishment, because, well, why would I? I get staff costs here. We get an amazing deal here at Jewellery Maker as it is. Often, by the way, you get a better deal than we do, aka right now. I certainly think you will be doing that. But I couldn't find a single establishment that could come in remotely close to the price tags, even on sort of base metals or brass. Not your precious metals such as this. Wonderfully reflective, aren't they? Look at that performance of light. This is a stocking filler, this is a must-have. Everybody needs chains, don't they?
Absolutely. My friend is she's always asking me for
And
chains.
me,
And
that's
I have to get to them, but I've had to buy them singularly. So
yeah, I've not seen a deal like where there's two in a bundle before.
No.
Sheila, this is chains and connectors, as in the magnetic connectors. They are two items that I get requested by my friends and family all the time.
Yeah, because it's a struggle, as lovely as they are, to put the little clasps on the back.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
You can't, and especially if you've got dexterity problems. So, you know, those are an ideal.
We have got magnetic clasp coming up later on, but it's also a struggle to get this kind of price point and this kind of quality.
Absolutely.
Absolutely amazing. Now, so one is £7.95 here at Jewellery Maker. How about we bring the other solid 925 sterling silver chain for just £1 this morning? So the two for £8.95. That is historically one of the biggest sterling silver deals that I've ever seen.
Sterling silver? That's two presents, isn't it? With just maybe a little charm on.
Yeah.
Or, you know, that's a really beautiful present for...
Well, you'd expect to pay more than that than one.
Oh gosh.
And then some. 3 times that price point,
that
really.
Much, I was going to say, for sterling silver.
If that wasn't a retailer in the high street, that would still be quite a good price point, a competitive price point. Anne, Carola, Tina, Judith, well done. Jill, Ruth, Jacqueline, well done. Deborah, Christine, Jackie, Wendy, congratulations to you. Check out as soon as you can at that price. I don't know if even our sister channels can compete with that price tag.
They could no.
I don't know if they could.
I don't, because that's where before we've had the chains before obviously Jewellery Maker started. I used to get them from obviously.
Yeah,
Gems.
of course, me too.
You know, so and so I know when we say on the show, you know, that this is a real bargain, it is because we know what we've had to pay in the past.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned that, yeah, well, there are benefits obviously to working here. We get staff costs. Well, we get a little bit of reduction, a bit of discount. It's already an amazing discount. And to be honest, I would still be buying without that, without shadow of a doubt. I've been shopping with this company for over 10 years. Well, Gems in particular, I've been shopping for 10 years. Started with Jewellery Maker when I found it. Yeah, and I know, without shadow of a doubt, at £8.95, as an employee of this company, I don't think I could actually purchase them myself for that price point.
And I think you have to think ahead, you know, like of next birthdays.
Yeah.
If you've got them in your stash and you've got them at home at that price, then you've always got a present for some, you know,
in
for
your
one of your friends
drawer.
In your present. I always have after Christmas. I have like a Christmas chest, and then I keep things for birthdays.
Yeah,
so
same.
this is the time to buy them and to use them as presents for next year, which
Well,
saves you money next year.
Where most companies are putting their prices up because of the festivities,
Exactly,
it seems that Jewellery Maker are doing the reverse. So yeah, be thinking all year round, not just because of the forthcoming seasons. Amazing. Let's bring you those clasps that I was just talking about. Now, truly, these are some of the most requested items that I personally get. 9 o'clock. No. There we go. 10. They're in the 10. I've got them. Found. Dee. Here we go. Got them. Oh, look how strong they are. You're getting 3 of these as well. 9 by 15. And I will demonstrate these. You just put a little bit of your glue either side, connect, and they're the black colour, which I absolutely love. You're getting all 3. So basically, what are the benefits of actually having a magnetic clasp? But, well, if you do have dexterity issues, or you are a little bit clumsy like me and always struggle to fit a clasp together, then these are perfect. I think they are a godsend. They're not only practical, they're also a thing of beauty, aren't they? That striking metallic look. Brand new, never been on the morning show previously before. In fact, never been on screens, full stop, actually. And all you need to do, if I just separate them for a second, and imagine that you'll have either chain or kumihimo, whatever your works are, attached to these, or existing pieces of jewellery for that matter. You just, obviously it'd be easier to hold them in the very same close vicinity, and look how close Look how strong that magnet is. They just attach themselves and you're good to go. You're out the door. These are quality products. So along with your sterling silver chain, our magnetic clasps are some of the most requested items that I get because of the practicality of them. Perfect not just for necklaces, perfect for bracelets as well. I always call it the bracelet dance when you're trying to put on a bracelet and you're like this.
Yeah.
You know, you're waving your arms around, desperately trying to hook on to the bottom of the bracelet. We've all done it. You're all going, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's impossible sometimes, isn't it? It's like you need a third arm to attach a bracelet. Not anymore, not with your magnetic clasp, and they are a massive selling point to anybody that does actually sell their jewellery or commission their jewellery, because it has got that ease and also the beauty, not deterring from the beauty of the piece. Simplicity, aren't they? Fabulous gunmetal grey. Grab them whilst you can. First time I've actually seen them in this colour. Again, on our sister channels, we bring single, individual, big auctions of magnetic clasps, and they're always a sellout. Our US viewers certainly go wild for these, go absolutely nuts, and it's not unusual for me to see 5s and 10s being ordered by any one customer at any one time. Have we got quantity of these? Okay, brand new. So we've got over 200 of these available for you this morning. Let's bring, wow. Okay, we bring one. I've brought, I mean, yes, granted, they've got the connectors on either side so that you can literally hook on, but we bring one on our sister channel at a higher price. In fact, I think it's the same, one at that price point, which is an amazing deal. Usually, if you go on to those auction sites, they're very much considered. A pack of 3 that you are getting here, let me just show you that pull again, and I can do it behind my neck. In fact, I'll do it on live television right now. Imagine there's a necklace attached to either end. I'll just hold it behind my head. Oh, and I did trap my hair again, look. I always do it. And back together. Back together, easy peasy. So they are fantastic for anybody that has maybe arthritis in their hands, anybody that has dexterity issues at all, or troubles with movement. They have got a real practicality to them as well. Stay where you are on those phone lines.
Also, maybe for a male bracelet as well, because of the colour, you know, the gunmetal.
Oh, the colour would look lovely.
Yeah,
yes,
so
it is, hasn't it?
Yes, bit of leather and...
What was that? Sorry, Martha. We have a bit of an issue on our website at the moment, which if you're watching on the website, you probably won't be able to hear this actually, but hopefully use the phone. Try and ring us on the phone, because we got problems. Oh, you won't get pictures or anything? Ah. Bless, sorry about that. So hopefully you can tune in. Hopefully you can tune in to the television. Now, let's bring you your first kit. Now, this is an amazing kit, because it is so full, jam-packed. I've got the hiccups of various strands and various different components. Now, it's a boutique kit without shadow of a doubt. What makes a kit boutique?
Gemstones.
Yeah, the quality of the gemstones, without shadow of a doubt. The findings, accessories. It's our high end, isn't it?
It's just we can put what, with whatever.
It's our very much.
We can go for it.
Yeah, you're allowed. You and Linda are allowed. Well, you're let loose, aren't you?
Yeah, with what?
You're let loose with what you want. Fill your boots. Do you want to come in for this as well, darling? Because I can see you're getting quite excited about it. So I'm excited about this kit.
I just love these agate shapes. I just absolutely love them.
Let's bring the agates.
So statement.
They really are, aren't they? I've never seen it like anything like it. They're cappuccino agate. They're a sort of marquise cabochon.
They are a cabochon as well. I mean, you know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7 or 8 in there?
2, 4, 7. Yes.
7. Yeah.
7. Look at those colours, aren't they amazing? That strand alone is just exquisite. It's rich espresso, coffee, latte hues all in one. Fabulous.
And I think because of the tones in there with the mookaite as well, it gives those sort of wintry, but fun, and with, you know, the golds and the pearls and the citrine. I just love the combination. And
I do as well. Mookaite is hand in hand with this.
Yes, it is. It is very much so.
Goes wonderfully.
Yeah,
don't see mookaite that often, particularly in the nuggets. There's a double strand that you're getting here. It's a substantial carat weight of this gorgeous gemstone. We're still not done though. I love these faceted rounds. They're just so to me, it's very Audrey Hepburn, very classic, very elegant,
so.
timeless, faceted round. So again, look at this for a combination, and we're still not nearly done. Let's also introduce some wonderful pearls. So I don't know, that injection of cream.
It's cream champagne, isn't it? It just melts into them, doesn't it? Isn't that good? Just
What,
melts.
say that
So
again?
the pearls just seem to melt into.
Oh, they do. I
into
love
the
that.
others, don't
Very
they?
eloquent there,
Yeah,
Sheila.
thank you very much.
Now, these are shell pearls. A shell pearl, for those of you that don't know, bear with me if you do. It's basically everything that a pearl aspires to be. It is a genuine gemstone. It is shells ground down into a fine sort of powder and then reconstituted into a wonderfully spherical pearl. So very much regarded. And for those of you that like the perfect round,
I was just about to
yeah,
say,
the perfect round,
perfect
then
round.
a shell pearl is absolutely for you. And they also have like completely blemish-free surfaces, which is
They
just
do, yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
So those of you that like everything to be sort of in order and absolutely perfect, then this is the strand that you'd be looking for. We're still not nearly done. There's so much more to be included in this kit as well. How about a vision of citrine? And this is a vision. It is like liquid sunshine, isn't it?
It is. Oh, that was another good one. I like that.
Liquid. We're sounding
sunshine.
very eloquent this morning, aren't we?
Yeah, but I do really genuinely love the combination. It brightens up your miserable days that we're getting.
Yeah, it
with
really
all the
does.
rain and which we are, aren't we?
Yeah, well,
But
I don't know. I'm in a good mood because I knew I was
No,
with you.
I don't mean our moods. I mean the weather.
Oh, yeah.
I mean the weather.
Yeah.
You know, our moods, how we're affected by the rain
No,
and the,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
We're still
whereas
not done
this
on the
is-
gemstones. Multicoloured, coated onyx. Look at this for a strand. Can you see? Aren't they gorgeous? Where you've got golds, you've got silvery tones, almost chocolates in there as well. They're beautiful, aren't they? Look at that for a combination of gems. I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect in my eyes. This is one of my favourite kits of the kits
it does. They all do go.
well, since I've been back.
I'm so pleased with how they all went together.
They really are.
And I think because you've got that cappuccino in the agate, you've got the blacks, you've got the sort of golds, haven't you, in there? So it all fits in. They all, as I say, melt into
They do.
together.
Really working well. Very opulent, very decadent. Now, we've also got so much more, including 925 sterling silver. I mean, look at this. The cord as an addition, it's wonderfully braided. I mean, that's a visual piece of jewellery in its own right. Just simply tie that round and it's exquisite. The 90s kind of choker-style necklaces are very fashionable now, or just simply tied around the wrist. Do you get half a metre of that, or is it a metre? Let me see. I think it's a metre.
It's a metre.
Yeah, a metre length of black and gold. It is a metre. 6mm in terms of its gauge. If you got those magnetic clasps earlier on, they would fit perfectly, wouldn't they? That wonderful black, braid. Where's the leather?
I don't know. I don't know. No. Have I got it? I've got it up.
Have you got it?
I've got it up. Yeah. There we go. Never
Have
mind.
you?
Hang on, there we go. No, because I'm going to do a demo with it, aren't I?
Now,
So
it's
there.
10 by 2 inches wide. Sheila's got her hands on it already.
Yeah, no, sorry, that was me. Never mind.
That's all right. That's okay. It doesn't matter.
It's there. Yours
this-
won't be cut. I assure you.
Sheila was so excited to be working with this again. So look at this for gorgeous leather. It's textured.
It
Do you know what
is,
it
it's
reminds me of? One of
beautiful.
those Italian handbags where the
It
leather
does,
is
yeah,
really
like
soft, really good quality, amazing quality. It's not plasticky.
No,
Look at that.
it is so soft and it's gorgeous to work with.
Gorgeous.
And-
We've saved the best till last though, Sheila. We've
I
still
know.
got more. I'm
know.
going to have to physically put all these gemstones down because I can't
There
hold
is a
them all.
lot.
There is an awful lot. So I'll pop those down because we've also got gorgeous findings coming within this kit and they are incredible. Look at those little shepherd hooks. Look at those little shepherd hook earrings that you could just simply suspend. A simple gemstone. You've got a round brilliant cut encased within a bezel set. They're amazing, aren't they? Aren't they amazing?
Beautiful they are.
20 by 9mm in width and 44 points of faceted black onyx within there. They've never seen a gemstone of that size actually set into our shepherd hooks. And then also you're getting 10 sterling silver tubes. These are 18 by 2mm. So wonderfully lustrous and beautiful with this wonderful kit. Now, combined price point, if you were to buy these all individually, that's an amazing deal. $57.55 for everything that you've got here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 strands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands, but very gem heavy strands, big cabochons, and a double strand of your mookai.
Because you've got a double strand of
mookai, and your sterling silver. £25 reduction for you this morning. Party time. I beg your pardon, £20 reduction. Martha's saying, awfully sorry. Don't worry. They're slip of the tongue. So £20.
That's a big saving for all. I mean, if you work out
for
how
everything
much
that you're getting. I mean, the leather alone is costly.
I mean, and I've got
£37.55. We are back on the web, so if you've just found us, hello, good morning. Sorry, we had a few technical issues. You've tuned in at exactly the right time. Party time is an amazing amount. Janet in Bristol, picture and sound are back on your website live show. Hooray! We're excited as well. Nicola in Kent says, stunning kit, Sheila. It reminds me of lions and some weird, for some weird reasons. Think it should be called Born Free.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good one.
That would have been a good one.
I'll remember that now. I will.
That would be a good one. Chantal in Suffolk is saying, morning lovelies. Good morning to you, my darling.
Good morning.
What better way is there than watching Jewellery Maker on my birthday? Got bought some Amorites. Keep up the great deals. Happy birthday, Chantal. I would sing to you, but to be honest, it wouldn't be a pleasurable experience. But lots and lots of birthday kisses and love being sent your way. I hope you are being spoilt rotten. A £20 reduction on party time. So 2 sterling silver components, including those black onyx, your leather, gorgeous leather, your cord as well. All of these strands, let me just grab them again once more because there's multiple strands within. Those wonderful. Which is your focus point? I think I know which one you're going to say, Sheila, but
yeah. Well, I love all of them because they all go so well with the agates.
Yeah.
I love. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put them together, would I?
No, well, that's true. But I think this is the star of the show, isn't it?
That's the star of the show. Yeah, definitely.
It really is.
I mean, that's 7 pendants if you're doing a craft fair for Christmas, and you know what I mean. You can just have some chain and just put pendants on. So for like £37.55, that's, and then we've got the leather, we've got those gorgeous onyx.
Let's have a little look at your pieces because we're going to have to get a jiggle on because we lost the web for the first half hour. We're going to have to do some recapping for you all. So, okay, you've created how many pieces? 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and they're all pretty gem heavy, aren't they?
Really gem heavy. I mean, this is a 360-degree piece, isn't it? It's all the way around.
With all the way around, yeah.
Just gorgeous.
I mean, I could have done I just love that combination.
Look at that mookai with the cappuccino agate work. Goes just so wonderfully, doesn't it? With your leather, you've created a beautiful cuff, which I love. I think this is my favourite piece. My favourite piece. You're going to need this leather, aren't you, my darling?
Yes,
so I'll give you that back.
So
that's what you've created. Using some lace as well, which we do have coming up within the show, and your shell pearls. That's very vintage. And I can imagine really comfortable to wear, a real joy, and it feels lovely because the quality of the leather, it's very soft. If my dad was here right now, my dad used to, he's into his leather and things like that. That's what his background was. He'd be coming up right now going, oh yeah, feel how wonderfully soft that is. Yeah, Dad, it's very, very, very soft, this beautiful leather. Look at the quality of these gemstones. I love these earrings that you've made as well with the black onyx, the faceted onyx.
It just goes such a long way. Well, you can see by the pieces I've made, and that they're not short on the gems, are they? So it does go a long way.
There's the pair of earrings that Sheila's created using the black, the silver and the black onyx. They're gorgeous. They are absolutely amazing. I would totally buy those, Sheila. 100%.
I just love this combination of the. I think
they're very classic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Classic, but very decorative at the same time.
I think they're real head turners because of the quality of the gemstones as well. And I think, you know, when you're sort of walking somewhere, it's always lovely to have people say, oh, I love your necklace.
Absolutely.
You know. Did you make
Especially
that?
if you've made it. Yeah, there's no bigger compliment, is there?
No.
And you've used your shell pearls in a classic bracelet design. That's wonderful, isn't it? I mean, the black and gold combination really works beautifully. And any of these pieces
out, I think.
Do you think out of this entire kit? 20 pieces for £37.55.
And when I say pieces, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 necklaces so far, haven't you?
So what is it you're going to be demonstrating? We're going to have a wander this way.
The earrings, and then if I've got time, a little bit of what I did with the leather.
Love those earrings.
So in this, you need 4. I'll show you what you actually need. You need 4 jump rings.
4 jump rings.
You need your pearls, and you need your citrine.
And your citrine. Okay. Now, if anyone has got any questions for Sheila during or throughout the demonstration, do text in. Very easy to 60777. Start your text with JM Studio. We'd love to hear from you, wouldn't we, this morning?
We would indeed.
Love to hear from you. Any questions at all?
About anything.
About anything.
Anything.
Anything. Yeah.
Right.
That sounds ominous, doesn't
it? Yeah. So what you need to do to begin with, I sort of stage it first. What I've done, I've got the black onyx, faceted black onyx, and I've just made a basic loop, and then that's ready then to actually start. That's sort of ready for the end when you
loop it all together.
When you loop it all together. So you've got this gorgeous faceted onyx earring.
They are gorgeous, aren't they?
Around there you go, you can see it. Now what I've done, I've put a jump ring on the end of it there.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the earring. Now what you do next is then you get another jump ring, which I've done. So I'll take those off there so you can see what I'm going to do now. So then you need 5 of the little citrine drops. Okay.
So you've threaded a citrine drop onto...
I've threaded a citrine drop on one of the featherlight.
Any reason why you use the featherweight ones?
Well, because it goes through the top easier.
Right, lovely.
Because with sort of top drilled, it's always best to use a featherlight head.
Lovely, yeah.
Okay. So and then I just made a basic loop, but I've twisted it round, so I'm going to do a bit of a roll wrap. So I've just twisted it round, okay, and then I'm just going to wrap that round a little bit.
Lovely.
And then
what's a roll wrap?
It means when you do an ordinary basic loop, you have to make sure that you've closed it up, so you haven't got a gap for maybe the sort of gemstone that you're putting on, otherwise it'll slip through.
Right,
so if you roll wrap, there's no gap in the top of the earring,
okay,
if you can see. So that won't come apart.
Right, lovely.
And because it's feather, it would be easy if you didn't roll wrap it to actually come apart.
Yeah, fair enough, got that.
So I've already done 3, so I'll do another one just so you can see. So I've popped on the featherlight head pin, okay, do your basic loop, then go back over again at 90 degrees, and then you can see there you've now got your shape then, and then take that round a little bit, and then take the wire round, so you've got your basic loop, which I'm just clasping onto there, and then just wrap it round the top where you've just made your basic loop. Snip it off. Just be careful not to snip the wrong piece. And there you've got the 5 now, okay? So if we move those over, we've got the 5 citrine. So then get your jump ring, put 2 on first that you've just roll wrapped, okay? And then pop on a bit of chain, because this is the chain that you want. I think I've got about 4 links there, because then you will then join the next section, which will be the pearls.
Okay, so just a section of chain, and that's for the actual drop.
Well, there's 2 of the citrine drops on there, then there's your piece of chain, and then pop on your next 3. Okay. So you've got that cluster of 5. Okay.
Lovely. Whilst you're just attaching those, £37.55 gets you, I think, some of the biggest quantity in a kit that we've ever brought you.
For a long time.
For a long time, yeah, absolutely. It's a £20 saving, which is incredible. You get your cappuccino agate, beautiful cabochons, stroke pendants. I mean, they are sizable, aren't they? Just one of my favourite strands. You've got that gorgeous citrine that Sheila is working with right now. You've got shell pearl in there, as you can see, perfect rounds, mookaite in there, a double strand of mookaite, black faceted agate, in 12mm rounds, and also, what am I missing? Oh, the multicolored onyx as well, which has got fusions of burgundy and gold and chocolates within. So these gorgeous examples of gemstones. So they are multicolored coated onyx. Plus, you get that wonderful piece of leather, which is very soft, real quality, and also all of these gorgeous findings. The shepherd hooks that again Sheila is working with right now actually have got a round brilliant cut faceted onyx set within in a bezel setting, all for just £37 and 55 pence. It's just an incredible deal. I mean, you'd surely command that price point for these earrings that you're making.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what you have to remember is you're using gemstones, and I didn't plan to do that. Let me get that again and pop that back on.
That's all right. We've just had a little live television mishap. It's okay.
No. What it is, I hadn't closed the jump ring up just properly, so there we go, and the chain had slipped off. Well, so this is why you have to be careful when you're putting them on. That's okay. Things happen. Live television. To match that
animal theme, we've also got. How about some animal print tools to go along with that as well? This is your zebra print, which came back in stock just I think a week or so ago. Very popular. The actual tools themselves have got a very spongy appearance, so they're very comfortable to wear. Great movement within them as well. They're hard wearing, but also really comfort fit too. You've got within your clippers, you've got bead reamers there, you've got storage here, and of course all coming in your jewellery making branding. So wonderful gift to anybody that's thinking of starting on their jewellery making journey, or to be honest, anybody that's well and truly underway. This is a great gift because we always need more tools, don't we? We're always looking for more tools. What does every tool do within this, Sheila?
I have now found. There we go.
What do all of these do?
Right, you've got your round nose pliers, which helps you make your basic loops,
like what you've just done.
Like what I've just done.
Yeah.
And then you've got your flat nose pliers, which when you've opened a jump ring and you want to close it back up, that's good to actually hold the jump ring, and that's where you need two of those really to actually close it up. And then you've got your cutters, obviously, which when you've actually done a piece of wire wrapping or you've done your basic loop, those are what you use to snip with.
Yes, cut the wire. They do cut through quite a lot, don't they?
They do, yeah,
they
do. Yes, they do. Yeah, they are.
And what about these components here? Because we've got.
Those are also they're like a tweezer.
Yeah.
And they're good for cutting your beading thread and your monofilaments and your elastic. That's your scoop.
So to scoop up gemstones.
You want to scoop your gemstones up? Yeah. Those are your tweezers. Tweezers, that's the word. That's for picking up if you've got any tiny little gemstones that you want to sort of
or threading
even.
Or threading. Yeah. And then here
that's your reamer, which is great for pearls. So you would use that. Sometimes pearls get a bit sort of stuck in the middle with some pearl dust.
They're to make the hole a little bit wider, so you can actually thread. And you do need that, to be honest. I'm doing a bit of pearl work at the moment, and I need my bead reamer to do that. And also your storage. So
which is great for travelling.
Perfect for travelling. You've got everything you need really, so you can put your findings and also your gemstones in there. Your zebra print jewellery toolkit back in stock at £8.95. Grab it whilst you can. I mean, that's an amazing stocking filler price, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
And I don't know a single jewellery maker out there that wouldn't be delighted to have something like this within their stocking.
I think this is what you have to think of, you know, when it's sort of Christmas and you've got friends that are jewellery makers or would like to start and they haven't actually got round to starting yet. It's a real good thing to buy. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think I'm certainly guilty of this. Think, oh well, I'll buy a nice candle or I'll buy something like some nice soap set. You know, do we really need all these things? I mean, and you use it and it's gone, or you don't use it, as the case might be as well. But this has got practicality and will be used for longevity for a long period of time. We've got a lovely text message for you, darling.
Oh, that's nice.
Text message from Anne in Kate Ness. Wow, Sheila, those earrings would be a great way to use up all the leftovers. Well done, JM. Is that John O'Groats?
Yeah, John O'Groats.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you so much.
Aren't they incredible?
Yeah, they are. And
just beautiful. You've got another one, lovely. It's from Brenda in Essex. Morning all. Can we see a close-up of Sheila's necklace, please? And what's it made of? Yeah, I was admiring it this morning as well, Brenda.
It's pearl drops.
Pearl drops.
On a chain, and just
And
round
what are
pearls
these?
and pearl drops.
What are these? They're not drops.
Hang on, where am I?
Magnesite?
Magnesite, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a
Yeah,
pearls in between
magnesite.
and pearls, yeah.
Or it could even be shell, actually. Come to think, I think they are shell. I think they're shell drops, and then you've got pearl here.
I've had this has been a while since I made this.
Just
so, yeah.
gorgeous.
But it is. It's lovely with the sort of drop there, and then the
So
pearls
basically,
around.
that's the same technique as what you've done on the earrings, only on a chain.
Yeah, on a chain, yeah, exactly.
Beautiful,
Exactly.
absolutely wonderful. Nice and comfy to use, Jean says about this wonderful toolkit. We've got over 77,000 reviews about various products here at Jewellery Maker.
Amazing, isn't it?
That's customers who feel compelled to share their experiences. So yeah, they are very, very comfortable. $8.95 only. Okay, so you've
Right,
are we back?
Yeah,
are we back in the game?
Back, yeah. So if you see, that's the first section. As I said, you've got your jump ring. You then pop on these lovely citrine drops.
They're lovely like that.
But put 2 on, then put your little bit of chain on, which there's a little bit of chain dangling in the middle there.
Yeah,
and
just
from
about
that
to see it.
From that chain, I'm going to add another jump ring, okay? Because that's then going to take the bottom section of the pearls.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that down a second. As you can see where you are, that bit of chain that's dangling down there, can't you?
I can see,
So that
yeah.
is what's going to support this jump ring. If I open that a bit more, and if I pop that jump ring on there, get that hooked on the chain section, which is there, okay? So I have done 1 or 2 of the pearls, so
Yeah,
we'll
because
do
it's just
exactly
repeating the same technique, isn't it?
Exactly the same, yeah. So if I pop that on there and put that down there, you'll be able to see what I mean probably when that's lying flat, maybe. I'll just get the others. Okay, so there's another one. And then you do exactly the same that you did with your other. You just do your basic loop. You could, obviously, the further up you go with your round nose pliers, the bigger
The actual loop will
the
be.
actual loop will be, and then just snip that off, and then just make your basic loop again finally, and then
Thread that through.
Now there is another bit of chain somewhere, maybe. Oh, there we go. There's my other little bit of chain which I'd got prepared. So then just pop on that chain in the middle of 5 of the pearls. So you put 2 pearls on, and then I'm going to put the other 3 on.
So another link of chain.
Another link of chain. Oops. And no, it's come off now. Get the other, because it's only 3 little links, because you don't really want it dangling down too far. So that's 1, 3, 4, 5. Close the loop again. Secure it. Make sure there's no gaps in between it. And then you're almost there now. So we've got that little bit of chain dangling again in the middle there. So all you do then is put your agate on, same way, basic loop. And then just open that, and then just pop that on the end of the chain.
So you're building it up until you get a result like this. So you've got length of chain, cluster of gemstones, length of chain, cluster of gemstones, length of chain, and then your gorgeous faceted agate at the bottom. Just beautiful. Team with those agates. And how easy was that?
And we stopped in between, didn't we? Because yeah, so there's your.
Gorgeous. That would be a lovely pendant as well to match.
Well, it would. Well, I did do something not too dissimilar.
But I mean, with the
necklace
with the
as well.
onyx
Yes,
too.
Yeah.
$37.55 for this kit. £20 reduction and saving for a huge amount of gemstones and sterling silver, and of course your leather. Now we have, for the first time in ages that I've seen it. Only last night I was actually using one of our guest designers, Wendy, to actually demonstrating it. But very simple, but really, really effective. Comes from Bead Along. It is your spiral maker tool.
Okay, this is a spiral maker, and to start with you need to take everything apart. So you unscrew these, take this little lid off, and you need to make yourself some buffers out of the same gauge of wire that you want to make your spiral from. So all I do for that is literally bend a piece of wire into a little loop and just hook it over the edge. like so. Then you put your top section back on and you put these little screws back together. And they don't need to be tightened too much because the idea is you're creating a gap or a sandwich in which to make a spiral, and if you do them too tight you'll end up with one side not quite the right height. So now you take your winding pin and you'll see at the bottom of this there's a little groove. Now this fits inside the centre hole but facing the two guide bars, like that. And then you take your piece of wire that you're going to make your spiral from, insert it between the two sandwiches, and then it goes into the centre there, so it's gone between the groove in the bottom of the pin. So you can see through the perspex, and you need to make sure you only just catch it. And then you simply twist the central pin around itself, hold onto your wire, keep the tension the same, and just keep twisting until you have a spiral of the desired size for your piece of jewellery. Then remove the central pin and take off the little screws. Take off your top section, and there you have your little spiral. And you may want to just take a pair of pliers to kink it out like that.
Wonderful, beautifully demonstrated by the lovely Hannah Osborne there, and this is the product that she was demonstrating. Absolutely invaluable. It's a leading brand bead along, and this is the product that you have just seen, and just how easy it is to actually use and create that perfect spiral, uniformed every single time, effortless, and no more worrying about denting the wire or having dinks or kinks in the wire. This is all about making that consistent spiral within your fabulous creations. $8.95 only for this this wonderful bit of kit, which is invaluable. Once you have one, obviously with due care, it'll last you a lifetime. So absolutely fantastic. Get involved as soon as you can. They're still available. First time I've had the chance to bring that to you. Now we've got time for another demonstration, and I'm so delighted that you're using this leather. I love it. I really love it. It does remind me of, and that piece as well, very Italian, Italian designer handbags. You know, have you, you know, the Fort Biggin handbags, those ones that come in their pot. You get a bag in a bag when you buy them, and then a box. So it's a bag in a bag in a box, basically. You know the ones. I used to sell them. Did you? In the jewellers, yeah. They used to have lovely leather goods in there as well, and I'd be looking and thinking, wow.
Well, there you go. You can
but it is the quality of the leather, and I asked my dad once, how can we justify leather of that kind of price tag? And he said, Eleanor, it is the quality of the leather. You can feel it.
You just know, don't
and you've got that same quality in this beautiful strip, and you get a good substantial amount.
You can make 2 bracelets out of it, because the one that I've made there, what I did, I just measured it round my wrist and then just cut it. Okay. Yeah. And then what I did then is turned it over, and then I just measured a slant going sort of at an angle rather than a straight cut. I measured an angle. So if you then just get a pair of scissors.
Oh, you're cutting it.
I am, yes. Oh, don't say it like that now. Oh gosh, I've got to follow the line. Oh, no. Don't. Sheila. I'm going to wobble now.
You're cutting the leather.
I know.
I am teasing. I can see what you're doing, because you've actually used
that was stressful.
Don't mean to stress you out.
So, it's not quite level anyway, never mind, but there you go. So if you find, I mean, that's too big for my wrist, so I need to cut a little bit more off there anyway. Yeah. So ignore that bit there. So make sure that you're level, which, oh, actually, it is quite level, isn't it?
Very
good. I think it's because it's on a slant, you know, it looked as though it wasn't level, didn't it? But anyway, it is. And then what I did then, I just put them together by, where's the pearls gone? There we go. I actually, with monofilament, I just pop the pearls in the middle like that.
How did you
just stitch them.
And can you stitch through leather?
Yes, you can.
So,
and I did it with just a fairly sort of not too thick a needle, but not too thin at the same time.
So you need a needle that's got some strength behind it, because obviously leather is quite a dense fabric.
But it wasn't a special leather needle that I actually used. So all I did, I just sewed in between then with some monofilaments.
Lovely. Yeah. That looks lovely as it is.
And then I just, we've got some lace coming later on, but all I did then, I just sort of cut some lace. You can do any shape you want. You can do a smaller scallop section, or you can do, but I just thought, well, I'll bring in the silver and the black as well, you know, because it matched the other pieces. And then I just put a section first, the grey, and then I just cut out and half some of the little flowers that are on the black lace pieces that we actually sell, and then I just put those on the top. Now you can either sew them or you can glue them, but a strong glue will keep them there. There won't be any
we've got that coming up. So did you use glue or did you sew these?
I did use a bit of glue just to seal it, and then I went through and put some stitches in.
Right, just for the added security, especially being on the wrist line, because that's an area which obviously gets a lot of contact and movement
and stuff, doesn't it?
Beautiful, so feminine, but yet so contemporary. And if I just turn this round, you can actually see you used one of our, are they called punches?
Yes,
to actually secure
one of the punches, these here.
At the back.
Use the punches, yeah.
Just to go through the leather and secure your findings, obviously, with the clasp, because it'll need that to sit on the bracelet, on the wrist line.
Really easy to do it. But there is also 2 more pieces left from the leather piece. So you could actually make another bracelet, maybe with some crisscross chain or
matching brooch
or something like that. Yes, or you could sort of ruche the leather. You know, there's so many things that you can do with it.
Because it's so soft, isn't it, and malleable?
So that makes 2 bracelets, that piece.
Gorgeous.
And then, as I say, just make your holes with the punch.
With the puncher. Yeah. Lovely. Congratulations to every single one of you that got involved in this kit, and also with your spiral tool. The code is still at the bottom of the screen. You get so much within. Now, we'll be back with the gorgeous Sheila in a moment's time. I'm going to sort of speed over this way because we have got a bundle of winter shards. Now, Sheila, these will be fabulous with that bracelet that you've just created. Wouldn't it be amazing with that bracelet that you've just created in the leather? It's a big bundle. Visions of colour, well, visions of monochrome, I should say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wouldn't that?
Rutile
Would you like to put this leather next to it?
Oh, well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? I mean, this is like modernist art.
There you go. Look at that.
Thank you. I think it goes wonderfully with the leather. You've got your beautiful rutile. Striking rutilation shards that run through this gemstone, totally and utterly natural. It's not coated or dyed in any way, shape or form. It is the ultimate in monochrome in my eyes, encased within one of Mother Nature's treasures. But then team it with that gorgeous liquid luster of your clear quartz. I mean, these are sizable shards, aren't they? Really, really beautiful elongations and breathtakingly clear. Double strand opportunity there as well. It is your winter shard, so I love this. Monochrome. We're saying winter, but I don't think there's a season where it wouldn't be appropriate. And yes, goes wonderfully with the leather that Sheila was just literally working with, because that's got a sort of metallic-like appearance. Wonderful. Absolutely adore everything about this, because it's essential for any jewellery maker's stash, replenishing stash. The monochromes do tend to be some of your most desired. Black rutilated quartz. Here's a little known fact, and it is quite logical when we think about it. Rutile quartz, whether it's the black or whether it's the golden rutile quartz, because it has got quite a complex makeup, differing refractive indexes, differing directions, I suppose, to actually facet this gemstone is very, very difficult, and that's why our collections do tend to be very, very limited, because it's a complex gem to actually, for a lapidus to actually facet on, because they can split, the cleavages, etc. along the shards can split very dramatically. So many jewellers will actually not have this gemstone within their establishments because of those complexities. I'm not saying you can't get it, because obviously you can, but it tends to be more of an exclusive gemstones to the really, really high-end, absolutely exotic gem dealers. I'm gonna put us in that category in this case. Your winter shards, you get 4 strands of beautiful, beautiful quartz from your rutilated quartz and also your clear quartz, both natural, all the way from gorgeous Brazil. Guaranteed today. Wow, this is a deal. Big, big, big deal. That's a substantial carat weight, $9.95 for, let me see, 580 carats. It's more than that. Hang on. It's double that, isn't it? Wait. My graphics say weird. My graphics say something completely different. Actually, it's 2,000 and what? We're just going to work this out, just to make sure we're giving you the absolute correct information. I can certainly give you the measurements, 8x3 to 21x6mm in the black rutilated quartz, and your clear quartz are 10x5 right the way up to 24x7mm, so they're dramatic. Look at the clarity that you're seeing here. 1160 carats, well, that makes sense because yeah, it's double what I've got on my screen. So yeah, 1160 carats that you're getting for just £9.95. Can I do it? Can I do that? My usual, you know, sorry to be so repetitive, but this is a piece of jewellery that I absolutely love. And if I walk past any of your jewellery stores, if you do Christmas fairs, I would buy it. I would buy it. In fact, if you see me, give me a holler, say, Elle, I've got one of those necklaces for you, and I'll come and buy it off you. It's gorgeous. That's all you need. $9.95. Goes with the blouse, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if you use 0.4 wire, it'll stay like that, the shape will.
Yeah.
Just throw it on 0.4
wire. It's a big stay. And you know we were talking about...
$9.95.
Yeah, you know we were talking about, Sheila, the people stopping you in your street to comment on pieces of jewellery. I guarantee, I bet people would stop you in your street if you were wearing something like this.
I love sort of statement chunky jewellery.
And me, I do as well. And texture, I love texture, and this is really about texture. Not just in how they're actually shaped and cut, but also in the fact that you've got dimensions internally with the gemstones with that black rutilated quartz. Tons and tons of you there. Congratulations to you. Liquid clarity of your Brazilian clear quartz and very dramatic, sort of impressionist art visuals that come from your rutilated quartz as well. Very, very striking. Stay where you are on those phone lines. $9.95 only for over 1,000 carats of gorgeous quartz. Wonderful. Now, if you weren't with me first thing this morning, we brought you a beautiful strand, and I actually asked Martha the question before we came on air, when did we launch diamonds of this quality, of this carat weight, at this price point? Literally, if you were on a fly on the wall, you would have heard me saying it. You'd have heard me saying it. The cleaner heard me saying it earlier on. I was like, when did this happen? We've got a few left because we did have a bit of a web issue this morning. $27.95 for 9 carats of black diamonds. Deliberately left in there a sort of rough shape. So you see that wonderful texture, fabulous amounts of sparkle and surface luster. To own black diamonds, which can and do fetch similar price points to their colourless diamonds as well. Very sought after in today's market, because there's a big following by celebrities, and speaking of celebrities, a lot of celebrities are choosing the rough gemstones as well, so research that, have a little look on the web. There's lots of pictures of numerous celebrities wearing rough diamonds, and I like that. It says a little bit about the person, I think. Recapping this, because we did have a little bit of issue on the web this morning, we've got a couple left within the vault, so grab it whilst you can. Staffordshire, Susan, you've done it. Wyoming, hello to you. Parveen, hello to you. Hertfordshire, Jill. Anne, hello to you. Caroline and Deborah. Telephone bidders, do stay where you are. 9 carats. I mean, I've not seen half that carat weight at this price tag before. I've not. I'm just in absolute awe and surprise that we can bring you such a long length of diamonds for that kind of deal. Just amazing. Well done to every single one of you. Now, there is so much more to see, including more amazing bargains. Don't forget, we've got brand new strands. We've got that wonderful ruby coming up as a presenter's pick. That's at 10 a.m. We've got shaded emerald coming up at 11 a.m. Wonderful pearls. Let me just show you these. Big, sizable. Have you seen the surface of them as well? Absolutely perfectly smooth. 11 by 13. These are coming up straight after the ruby because I think they'll go hand in hand. So make sure you do stay tuned. So much more to bring you this morning, of course. Lovely to have your company, Jewellery Makers. If you just tuned in, I'm joined with the lovely Sheila, who will also be sharing more designer inspiration and more JM deals, true to form, after this.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Welcome back, everybody. Nice to have your company this morning. Now, if you did miss us this weekend, if you were out busying, as we tend to be this time of year in the run-up to Christmas, you know, we're here and there, you've got commitments, I understand that. We brought you an opportunity of beautiful Tahitian pearls. Now, up until only the beginning of last week, we'd never brought Tahitian pearls here on Jewellery Maker until last week. Entire sellout, and they without shadow of a doubt are just perfect examples of this gemstone. Now, the queen of gems, you look for the beauty in the spherical shape, the smoothness of the nacre surface. These are coming up at $9.40. If you did miss out on this opportunity, they're 10.25 millimeters each, and you're getting 3 of those. 10.25 in terms of their beautiful shape. If you did miss out on that opportunity, then we're bringing you an opportunity this morning to get involved. Perfectly smooth nacre surface coming up. At what time, sorry? What time are these coming up? 9:45. 9:45. So do stay tuned for that. Now, early bird bargains. I love this. I love this. Gorgeous red jasper. Oh, you've got micro-faceted rounds, you've got plain rounds, and also you've got beautiful, beautiful rondelles. But I say rondelles, they're beyond that. They're actually carved flowers. So this is wonderful. Look at this colour. So, oopsie, didn't mean them to fall out quite as quickly as they did. I'll grab my tweezers there so you can actually see the quality of the faceting all the way around. Perfect for this season, this time of year. Hold one of those up. Can you see that? Faceted all the way around. Yeah, just one of those in a poppy design would just be gorgeous, wouldn't they? Faceted micro, that's what you're seeing in the centre. They're 3mm, you're getting 20 carats of. You've got 30 carats of your 30 carats of your flowers, and there's 5 pieces in a set. And also, what I'm trying to say, 4mm plain rounds here. Gorgeous. A 3mm faceted, as I said, though. So good luck to every single one of you. I love, love, love that colour. Jasper does come in an array of colours and tones. So it's not just your greens or browns. You get beautiful, vibrant tones like this, which is very cinnamon, quite warming as a gemstone. You can imagine this as festive pieces. You can imagine these on Christmas Day, without shadow of a doubt. Gorgeous, gorgeous natural beauty. And exceptional faceting, of course, drilled through the centre, so they can either stand proud like so, you can just sort of elevate them maybe in a tiara style piece, or lay them flat this way. Would that be flat? Maybe not. That would be flat. I would call that flat maybe. Either or. Some people call these like pumpkins because they are kind of like a pumpkin shape, aren't they? They are a little bit like that. I see poinsettias, I see cinnamon, I see warm log fires, I see Christmas without shadow of a doubt, and festivities. Do you, Claire? Do you see festivities, especially with that gorgeous sparkle? Now, for 3 separate components, 3 beautiful examples of this gemstone coming your way at £9.95. You've got 5 solitaires. I'm going to pop them all on my hand. I call these solitaires because it'd be very easy to wire wrap round one of these, wouldn't it? In a beautiful ring, because you've effectively got the, you've kind of got the divots, I suppose, which could run through the actual divots. That's a poor choice of words. Divots. It reminds me of Ross off Friends when he goes pivot, pivot, pivot. Sheila, what would you call these grooves?
What would you call them grooves?
Petals. Obviously they're petals. Nodules, did you just say? Notches, Martha said.
I think they just look. Yeah.
Well, it's not a divot, because apparently a divot is a golf term.
I've got to look and try and see them because I can't really see them.
What would you call this indentation here? It's not a divot.
It's not a divot. It's not a rivet.
How about a groove?
I think a groove's a good word.
A groove.
Because it is a groove, isn't it?
Yes. I like that. We'll call group, but now I have got clearly Ross from Friends going pivot in my head, and that's going to be in my head for the rest of the day, isn't it? I need to watch that episode of Friends. Brilliant.
They're very pretty, actually, aren't they?
Really lovely colours.
If you were to put out one of the, the flower head pins that we have, that gorgeous flower head pin.
Yes.
And just pop that through
in the centre.
Top in the centre.
That would be like the sternum,
a nice
wouldn't
ring
it?
as well. You could have a ring.
It'd be like the sternum then of the flower.
Yes, it would. And then just do a very tight basic loop. You could attach that onto a ring mount.
Yeah, gorgeous. Simple to wire wrap as well, like I said, because of the grooves.
Because you've got the grooves, yeah.
The grooves, not the divots, not the divots.
It's not, no, definitely a groove.
Wonderful. We don't get to bring you carved flowers very often. So faceting is something I get really, really excited about. In fact, I've got an educational hour tomorrow about the faceting of gemstones. But carving is a real, real skill and technique. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Need to move on. Big, big, big bundle coming your way of all different DVDs. Now, I know where these are going to, Martha. Four DVDs, 4 different opportunities for you to learn how to create bridal headwear for beginners, which is the lovely Sheila. Wirework Edition 1, so it includes your Tree of Life, etc. I'll go through individually. Craft fair tips, absolute I bet that's a godsend this time of year. And Makes for Men. So these are the 4 different DVDs. Again, think of all your gifts or beading groups that if you might go to, great gifts these would be. Craft fair tips includes hearts, stars and flowers, solitaires, wide macrame rings, sugar-free shambhala bracelets, rosary links, chandelier earrings, memory wire bracelets, wired necklaces, craft fair hints and tips. Those are this is a few clips out of your craft fair tips. Beautiful. That's the designs that I love. Then on the first one here, Makes for Men, we have got your introduction, your slip knot, your railroad bracelet, leather and metal. We've got a cuff is a cuff. Wrapped bracelets and ball chain bracelets. So 7 techniques on both CDs so far. The other one, these are some demonstrations from that DVD as well. Then bridal headwear for beginners. We have pearl cluster tiara, 2-tier hair comb, twisted spiral tiara, star hair comb, pearl tiara and a flower hair comb. So 6 techniques on your bridal headwear. Then last but by no means least, we also have your Y-Work Edition 1, which includes spiral rings, spiral earrings, tree of life, herringbone weave, wireframe pendant and our woven cuff bracelet. So 4 separate DVDs. The recommended retail price of these is £9.95. We bring them to you at £4.95. So altogether should be £19.80. That's an incredible deal for hours. I mean, you've got hours of inspiration and tutorials here to enjoy in the comfort of your home or as gifts, whichever you see as fit and suitable. 4 separate DVDs, and can I just point out, DVDs I don't see every single day. The craft fair tips is the first time I'm able to bring it to you, and the men's jewellery. Beautiful opportunity. Now I'm bringing you 4 DVDs today for under £10. Even our graphics don't want to play ball. Even our... That's buy 2. Well, less than that actually. Buy 2, get 2 free.
And that's a lot of learning, isn't it?
It is a lot of learning. I mean, that's a wealth of knowledge which has been built up by various different guest designers over the years and being shared with you directly.
And I'm far better if I'm shown than if I try to
I'm a visual person as well.
Yeah,
I'm a very visual person. I don't like to... If I have to learn by reading, I read it repeatedly, but doing is always the best.
Yes, I think so.
And hearing is, again, I'm better at doing it rather than just hearing it.
Yes.
So, yeah, you've got at least 4 hours here of DVDs, so beautiful, including Sheila, including Mark Smith, and including Laura Binding. So, effectively, you're putting them in the comfort of your own home. For a few hours, and you can step by step turn it on, stop and start as and when you choose. Do you know anybody that would love to start jewellery making? I mean, my mum started being very, very creative, bless her, for charity. She does an awful lot for the local hospital and sells pieces, and she attends a beading group, and she always says, oh, Eleanor, I'm very much a beginner, but with all of this information, you know what, you'll go from a beginner to somebody that is actually quite advanced in all of these techniques, and you can do it at your own pace as well.
And it's a nice little present as well.
It is a lovely present
to put with the toolkit that we were selling earlier on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the toolkit, the zebra toolkit that we brought earlier on. Yeah, if you include the wirework DVD, maybe you want to keep hold of the craft fair tips. I'm just saying this, you know, as a guess. Maybe you want to keep hold of the Makes for Men, or you could gift DVDs very, very easily. So learn something new for DVD compilation at £9.95. Tons and tons and tons of you there. And I know that a lot of our jewellery makers, we've got no problem with this whatsoever. If they buy bundles like this, capitalising on the savings, they might then go on and sell them on an online website. We've got no problem with that. No problem whatsoever. Or even gift them or swap them for DVDs that they might actually have. Well done to every single one of you. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Let's move on to box number 8. What, box number 4? Oh, I love these. Love, love, love these. It's your Matrix collection. substantial saving on these. They include gemstones, all beautifully faceted, micro-faceted, with your gorgeous sterling silver links, length of chain and toggle clasp. I mean, you know those rosary link chains that we bring you, and the hours of work that goes into creating such pieces. You've got multiples of included in this box effectively, so including your green onyx, you've got carnelian, you've got amethyst, smoky quartz, moonstone within. I'll just show you on the outside, approximately 400 pieces there, shepherd hooks as you can see in the centre, toggle clasp across the top, and your spacer beads. There's a length of chain just here, and of course, what else? Jump rings, S clasps, decorative spacer beads. What I'll actually do is lay these out for you so you can actually see. There's so many different pieces within, and I don't know. I don't know where to begin.
Boxes.
Where do I start? I'm not going to put them all out, just in examples. Now, the gemstones are labradorite, amethyst, clear quartz, green. I can't physically put these out as quick as you're saying these, but I'll do my very best. Green onyx, carnelian, rainbow moonstone, smoky quartz. You get 25 of each of those gemstones. I'm trying my very best to get some examples of all of them out for you. Amethyst is there as well. Don't forget you get all of your findings included. I've just literally put some of those spacer beads on. Hey, get back there. Get back there. 100 of your copper round beads. 25 crimp covers. 50 jump rings that are 6mm. 5 S hooks. 2 toggle clasps, 3 shepherd hook pairs, and 2 1-meter oval link chains. So look at all of this. It just keeps on coming. I would be here all day if I was going to continue bringing all of these out, but they're all beautiful, beautiful quality. Look at the quality of these spacers. Very embellished, aren't they? Very elaborate. I'm going to put those next to them because they're both just exquisite. Can you see that? I'll move the chain out of the way.
You've got so much in there, haven't you? I think they're amazing.
It just keeps really good value.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads more in there. 400.
Oh gosh, I haven't even started.
No, I can see from here how much is in there still.
I can't physically get everything out in time, basically. But look at everything else that is within these gorgeous matrix boxes. You've got brushed spacers. You've got the decorative ones here. You've got your beautiful kind of quite, I don't know, spaceship-like spacers there. You've got your shepherd hooks. It just keeps on coming. All of the S-class. This is just one of each of the components, and you get multiples of those, plus all the gemstones with the sterling silver. This, out of all the matrix collections, and Martha and I were talking about it in, earlier on this morning, I think these are amazing, absolutely incredible, because you can make so much from them, and very, very simply, also being your precious metal, and the fact that you've got all of your genuine gemstones in it, it just, like I say, keeps on giving. And the storage, obviously, and the storage. I mean, to own green onyx, carnelian, labradorite, moonstone, amethyst, smoky quartz, plus others, and bringing it to you at a price drop, just incredible. Tons and tons of you there. We should be, that's incredible, 400 pieces for $39.95. Here's a big price drop.
And
grab it whilst you can. My only hope is that we have got a really big quantity of these. £10 reduction for you. It's not necessary when we're talking about precious metals, not really. It is an early bird offer for you. I mean, look how substantial. If I just bring one of those cubes to the front, look how substantial that is. Just amazing, aren't they?
I mean, you've got everything there that you need, no matter how many pieces you've made. You've got so much of everything that you could just sit there, get your gemstones out and just make without moving, because you've got everything there, your clasps, your chain, your spacer beads, you've got the crimp beads, yeah, everything's in there.
And I still haven't brought everything out. I still haven't. I've still got S-class, spacer beads, crimp covers, toggle class, shepherd hooks, bolt rings, and various other gemstones. There's so much. Well, that's why I keep holding it up to you. You can see just how substantial this matrix box is. Fabulous opportunities, amazing saving for you, which... $39.95 is already an incredible saving. 25% off for you this morning, so do grab it whilst you can. I mean, how easy is it to make a really consistent rosary link? You could create a multicoloured gemstone rosary link, which I don't think we stock here, do we, Martha? If we did, I can imagine it would be more considered, because there's various different gemstones that have had to be gathered from different locations and faceted, obviously. But you could create a beautiful multicoloured rosary link chain, maybe in a lariat style. That would be fabulous, wouldn't it? And just wrap it round.
Because the links are already done for you in the gemstones, just join with a jump ring.
Yeah. Loop with a jump ring, good to go.
Easy,
fantastic.
yeah, fabulous.
Well done to every single one of you. Do stay on those phone lines. Need to move on in the essence of time. Okay. Should we go into Mother of the Pearl? Mother of the Pearl. Oh, lovely. Sorry, Mother of the Pearl? Mother of the... What is wrong with me?
Mother of the...
Do you know what it is? I think it's because our website went down. I'm a little bit frantic this morning. I feel a little bit frantic. Mother of the Bride.
Mother of the Pearl, yeah.
That's what I meant.
There is a Mother of... Yeah.
Oh, I love this colour.
That's a gorgeous size.
There is Mother of Pearl as well, but yes.
Pearl.
It is your shell pearl, so we know that shell pearl is a genuine gemstone. Perfect examples, everything that a pearl aspires to be. Beautifully, beautifully spherical, smooth nacre surface, wonderfully lustrous. Mother of the Bride brings you exquisite lilac tones. It's like a lavender, a gorgeous lavender hue, and they are certainly some of the biggest that we have got within our vault. I mean, they're exquisite, aren't they? This will go wonderfully with the kit that's coming up next. Now, I know I said earlier, but just to repeat for those of you that have just tuned in, what is a shell pearl? What's the difference between shell pearl and a cultured pearl or a freshwatered pearl? It is a genuine gemstone, and how we actually bring you shell pearls is they are tiny, tiny, tiny fragments of shell. Basically, they've been ground down to a fine, beautiful powder, and then reconstituted. So they're basically formed. So it goes under, it basically undergoes a form of treatment to bring you everything that we look for in pearls: size, spherical shape, smooth nacre surface, and beautiful reflective luster. And it's also a great way of being able to own pearls at a more affordable price tag. For me, shell pearls, there's always a place for them. There's it's a great way of enjoying genuine gemstones, not them being synthetic or plastic, being the real deal, and being able to get that super size. I mean, if these were individually cultured pearls, then this bundle would be, you know, much more considered. It'd be an amazing price here at Jewellery Maker. I don't doubt that for 1 second, but it's a great way of being able to invest pearls into your collection, into your stash at a more affordable price tag. Wonderful lilac tones. So elegant, aren't they? I can literally see this on Mother of the Bride. It is a colour which is quite wedding-like, isn't it?
It's a statement size, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real noticeable size.
Yeah,
and I think it can be plain. It can be just done maybe with 2 strands, maybe just putting one of those lovely spacer beads in the middle. It doesn't have to be with pearl, because pearls are they're so luxurious and chic and stylish. I think pearls get noticed anyway.
Well, they're elegant and timeless, aren't they?
So sophisticated, yeah.
We're saying we're sort of singling out Mother of the Bride, but I think bride herself, I think bridesmaids, I think flower girls, I think grandmothers, and I would certainly wear these, and I know my mum would, I know my niece would. Beautiful cocktail ring, rare to see that gorgeous lilac tone and colour, whilst shell pearls, I think yesterday we had shell pearls which were sort of a golden hue. Loving the fact that these have got a very bridal sense to them, but at the same time I would wear them any time of year. Just hold up one strand to the neckline, I think, just so you can see the elegance that comes from a classic shell pearl strand like this. One simple, maybe rose gold coloured finding, beautiful, elegant, timeless.
If your bridesmaids are sort of in that colour, what a lovely way to make something for them.
Yeah.
I mean, with 2 strands, you could make them a bracelet and a pair of earrings, as they're sort of
Absolutely.
gift from you, couldn't you?
Shell pearl you could even use maybe as wedding favours. I mean, if you bought multiples of this bundle, obviously thinking about how many guests you have, just some of those as wedding favours, maybe on a decorative chiffon bag, beautiful, wouldn't they? They'd be absolutely beautiful. So
Even
classic.
on your invite, you know, you could pop a little pearl on.
Oh gosh, how elaborate would that be?
Yeah.
How elaborate would that be? Okay, all the way down, 2-strand opportunity, both 12mm rounds in a single figure price tag for you, so grab it whilst you can. $8.95, I love it. I mean, it's going to go with so much. It'll go wonderfully with Tanzanite, go wonderfully with your pearl, go beautifully with zircon that's coming up. Ingrid in Surrey, these would be great to combine with amethyst. Oh, yes. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. We've got amethyst coming up. They would look lovely, wouldn't they? Are you thinking the Rose de France amethyst, or are you thinking more of the purpley amethyst? Either way, it'll look beautiful. What about rose quartz flowers? Let me just show you these. Little sneaky peek. Big, wonderful coins which are coming up at 11 o'clock. Can you see that carving detail? They look beautiful, don't they? That's an incredible combination. Or let's bring them with you. Maybe you just want that injection of colour with a very high-end strand of pearls. Then this works wonderfully. That's it for me. I just think maybe one of those injected in to a strand of cultured pearls like this, which are coming up later on, very big, substantial, beautiful cultured pearls, would look amazing. Let's sort of mix it up somewhat. We've got gorgeous Tanzanite. There's not a colour that it doesn't go with, because that lilac-y hue. You've got pinks and reds and bluish tones within. How about zircon? Very limited, coming up a little bit later on. That's dazzling, isn't it? Haven't seen zircon in I don't know how long. If you manage to get hold of the early bird silver chain combination, that would look exquisite. It's just classic elegance. Hello to you, Manny. Hello to you, Rosalind. Hello to you, Susanna, Dorset, Tony, Caroline, Susan in Buckinghamshire. Hello to you, Essex. Ingrid in Surrey's with me. Sue in Berkshire, congratulations to you. A stretchy bracelet, it worked wonderfully with. I'll wrap one of those round the actual stretchy, round my wrist. Look at that elegance. Isn't that classically elegant? So beautiful and decorative, isn't it? That's £4.50 per strand of shell pearl. £4.50 per shell pearl. Absolutely stunning. How about, just to jazz it up somewhat maybe, ooh, I'm giving you a little bit of, wow. I love that contrast, don't you? Sheila, doesn't that work?
That's just beautiful.
Really enhances those purples. So you can go either way. You could soften it, or you can really zing it up somewhat with depth of colour like this. That's coming up a bit later on. It's a metre length of beautiful genuine gemstones.
Wow.
I don't think there's... I don't think...
Metre?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
it certainly looks like a metre. I haven't measured it as of yet. Gorgeous examples. I don't think there's a gem that won't go with this wonderful bundle. Do check out, stay where you are on those phone lines. Congratulations to you. Number 7. All of these silver plated studs. Have we got another one of those velvet trays, Wes? Thank you, lovely. Just because I want to tip these out so you can see everything. And if I do that on the desk, you won't be able to see. Now, an incredible value that you see with us here at Jewellery Maker. If you can compare retailers on the high street, other very close competitors, certainly on the web as well, can you acquire all of these findings of this amazing quality and finish? And don't forget, we really do pay attention to fine detail when it comes to your precious metals like this. There is a big difference between one finding and another finding. A finding which has been sort of run-of-the-mill, posted through quick, I guess, through the manufacturers, and another one where the polishing, even the insides, where I suppose won't be necessarily visible to the wearer, but they would be if you were to scrutinise them, like the insides of your butterfly backs in this case. Now these are a classic stud. They've got a beautiful bail at the underside, so you can suspend gemstones from them. Solid pieces as well, and if I turn it like so, Look at how substantial the actual post and butterfly is. You've got 50 pairs. 50 pairs in total, so they're just going to keep on coming. That's a lot of pairs of earrings that you can create. Just a simple gemstone cascade, and you've got an elegant piece of jewellery. Be wonderful with the rubies or emeralds that we've got coming up later on, or the pearls that we've got coming up later on. 50 pairs, that's 100 individual butterfly backs like this, and posts, of course. Done as soon as you can. It's a busy morning for us here at Jewellery Maker. We should be at £12.95. £12.95 for 50 pairs. £6.95 this morning. Wait. I can't even do that maths. £6.95 for 50 pairs. That's 14 pence per pair.
You would pay,
well, you know when you get your ears pierced?
Yeah.
You know when you get your, and if you have gold, obviously that's going to be included in the price, and obviously the process of piercing itself. But you buy a pair of earrings exactly like that, don't you? Or
You do.
When I had my ears pierced, I had a pair of studs like this.
I mean, that's, yeah.
That's pennies.
50 pairs.
50 pairs.
So that's 100, and that's for...
That's 100 individual.
£6.95. You imagine, with your craft fairs, because we have to think about that this time of year. How many, so that's 50 pairs. No, 100, yeah, 50 pairs.
Yeah, 100 in total.
100 in total.
How easy.
So,
I'm betting there'll be loads of guest designers on the phone lines right now.
So I was going to say £6.95, you would sell them at a craft fair once you put your gemstones on for about £4.95, wouldn't you?
Surely, if not more.
No, but even if it was just like one little...
One individual gem, yeah, surely
like
if not
a little
more.
bit of chain, you would ask a lot more. So imagine
all
the
you need
margin
is
that
just
you could make.
a simple wrap loop, suspending, maybe do a cluster like Sheila you demonstrated earlier on. A wonderful exquisite piece of jewellery. Kathleen, Marilyn, multi-buying, Anne, Jacqueline, hello to you, Noala, hello to you, Eileen, Linda, Buckinghamshire, Kathleen in Berkshire, Joyce, you've got yours, Louise, Alice, Janet and Caroline in Berkshire, well done. Busy. I need to scoop so you can see the amount that you're getting. Oh, that's a good feeling, isn't it? All of those findings that you're adding to your stash, that's 50 pieces of jewellery for £6.95 effectively. Obviously add your gemstones, or not, as the case might be. You might want to just use a bit of gizmo work. You might want to actually just file off that little tiny jump ring where you can attach various different techniques to the actual post itself. You might want to keep them really simple. Either or, that's your prerogative. It's all about the savings for me today. Janet, you've done it. Gwendolyn, you've done it. Carol, you've done it. Elizabeth, you've done it. Christine, you've done it. Joyce, you've done it. West Midlands, you've done it. I can't physically keep up with the quantity of names that are dialing through. I mean, when you're talking about earrings, what's the most secure? Well, it's all, and what's the most preferred? It's all personal preference, I suppose. A shepherd hooks tends to be more evening, I suppose, because it elongates and falls down the décolletage, or around the neckline rather. A stud could be more day wear, so, or if you wanted to make them really elaborate, because you've got the security of that shepherd hook, that butterfly back at the back, it would really support a substantial carat weight as well.
Exactly, and that's what I like, because you can adjust the firmness of the back of a butterfly.
Yes, absolutely.
Backing, so you can squeeze it so it's that tight there's no way it would ever fall off.
No.
And then you can always open it up again. You know, if you wanted a little bit looser, that's the beauty of
absolutely. So if you wanted to create sort of, oh gosh, big carat weight, briolette,
anything
waterfall
can drop,
earrings.
Oh yes, yeah.
They will stay secure and they're not going to tip forward. They're going to lay beautifully because they have got that butterfly at the back, just holding them in place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Holding them firm and in place. Lots of you multi-buying. I'm not surprised. We should have been £12.95. Should be priced, and that's already an incredible deal. £6.95 is simply astonishing. Well done. I need to move on. Congratulations to every single one of you. Box number 5. Okie dokie. Love this combination. It's like a golden delicious. Like an apple. It is, like a gorgeous apple, a big juicy apple. Oh, I love a golden delicious, don't you? They've got, you're a Brayburn. Yeah, I like Brayburns as well. They've got a crunch. I've got a real adversity though. I get very disappointed when I have an apple that squeaks. Oh, it goes right through me. You know, when an apple squeaks, the skin squeaks. Yeah, I like a cut up apple. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
You like a cut up apple as well.
Cut up apple, yeah.
The reason why we're talking about apples is because you've got this wonderful combination of gemstones. You can almost taste it. Beautifully crisp and juicy. It is your prehnite, it is your gorgeous citrine, and it is your wonderful aventurine. Aventurine we don't see very often, and it's a warming green. It's a subtle green at the same time. Very natural green in terms of its, it's a natural gemstones. Both strands are both natural, but do you know what I mean? It's a very Mother Nature inspired backdrop green, I suppose. It's not neon. It's not so vibrant and glowing that it could be maybe a little bit too, well, it'd be more of an evening gemstone if that was the case. This, I do think, could be by day and by night in a classic stretchy bracelet. The aventurine really reminds me of top quality jadeite. So a fantastic alternative. If you've been longing to get hold of jade, maybe you've missed the chance, or because they did sell out, or maybe the price point was that little bit too considered. Listen, we'll be bringing you opportunities in the future without shadow of a doubt, but here's an opportunity to get that similarity in colour, wonderful similarity in colour, and believe me, that would be a considered strand if it was jadeite, because jadeite wants to be apple green. That's the most valuable, the most desired is apple green. They actually use the word apple when it comes to that gemstone, and aventurine has got that. Just
it's
amazing.
That in-between green, isn't it? It's not, you know, as you said, a really bright green. It's not a dull green. It's just that, it's a subtle green.
It's subtle, and it's really complementary of all skin tones as well. I'd love to see this in a simple stretchy bracelet. The aventurine in a couple of your citrines actually dotted in between in a stretchy bracelet. Just gorgeous, gorgeous hues, and I can understand where the inspiration of this bundle was. Sunshine on the lawns. It's taking us back to summer. Taking us back to summer where maybe you might have a glass of wine and a barbecue with your loved ones, or a glass of Pimm's or something like that. Beautiful, beautiful combination of gemstones and of course your gorgeous citrine. Dial in as soon as you possibly can. Vivid, yet not too vibrant and intense that it becomes a little bit scary or intimidating. It's a softer, delicate, green, I suppose. Wonderful opportunity for each and every single one of you to get involved. 180 carats of your prehnite, they're 8mm rounds, 250 carats of your aventurine, and they're 10mm, and they are faceted rounds. 40 carats of your citrine, 4mm rounds, should be £16.85 for 3 gorgeous strands that are harmonious. They go hand in hand with one another. Big reduction coming your way for all 3. Aventurine you don't see every single day. Prehnite you don't see every single day. And citrine actually has become more and more and more scarce on our screens. £11.95. So there are definite perks to buying in bulk and buying in bundles like this, because we can absolutely shave off and bring you the best possible savings. I know I said it earlier on, but I'm going to say it again. When most retailers are elevating their price tags with the run up to Christmas,
we go the other way.
We're going the opposite way,
don't we? Yeah.
Aren't we?
But that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's how we can buy, isn't it? You know, we have that.
Well, I think that's what makes us so exciting and unique, and that's why our jewellery makers are so, our wonderful customers are so loyal. It's because we do, we work on a different ethos, I suppose. It's not profit, and I guess making the most of this time of year. Don't get me wrong, we're a business, we need to make profit, but obviously it's about rewarding as well, and bringing the best possible deal, and beautiful examples of the wonderful gemstones. £11.95 only. County Down, Sue, Kathleen, Alison, Lancashire, you've done it. Bet in Somerset, well done to you. Need to move on. Let's bring you some gorgeous sterling silver. Okie dokie, in yes, love these discs. Just a couple around one of those pearls that's coming up later on, the big pearls, because they've got a wonderful movement, they've got a wave, I suppose, they'll almost embrace it. These are sterling silver, brush detailing, so very Italian jewellery inspired. They're 10mm in terms of their diameter, and you are getting 10 in a pack as well. Just slotting them onto a sterling silver head pin or length of chain. Look, aren't they gorgeous? Do you see what I mean? I'm going to grab one of those pearls. Just one of these. Can you see that? Either side either side of your pearls, just to embrace it somewhat. I just think it really works as a little sort of beret, I suppose. Your brushed curved discs, 10 in a pack, 925 sterling silver, wonderfully reflective. So it's not just about your high gloss with 925. A lot of the Italian designers love to use this mottled brush detailing, which really does play with the light. It's that little bit softer, I suppose. If you can think of all big establishments, you know, your Tiffany's & Co., your Roberto Coin, your Piaget, your Chopard, have certainly all used and played with the art of not just obviously precious metals, but movement. They use movement in their designs. They certainly use texture in their design, and they certainly use angles such as this and curves, which really adds to your pieces. A perfect ring, Sheila, is, are you thinking like this?
Yes, with a gemstone.
A gemstone on top.
Yeah, wouldn't that be lovely? Because I mean, that sits so nice on the top of the...
Oh, that's a gorgeous idea. Maybe a little cluster of rubies.
Cluster of, or one single large pearl, or whatever.
A little cluster of rubies. Oh, the big one. Look.
Yeah, just on one of our ring mounts. Wow.
That would be amazing. Just one. You'd only need one, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, you wouldn't want any more. No.
You could if you wanted to go elaborate, but I don't think it's needed.
Yeah,
I love that concept. I'm so glad you said that. I've never thought of that before, because you know, sometimes with like if you think of the royal engagement ring where you've got that halo design, and I'm not saying you'll be able to have diamonds all the way around. Well, you could do if you got the black diamonds earlier on, but because the hole in the middle, you could thread gemstones through, couldn't you?
And then down onto the ring, and take the gemstones round.
What about one of those Tahitian pearls? And I'm going to do my very best to sort of... And of course it would be that way, wouldn't it? Because...
Well, it could, or it could be the other way. And then when you thread it through the pearl, you could take some maybe tinier pearls around the side and then just go under the hole in the middle.
Oh, I love that idea.
You know? Or some of those black diamonds that we had
earlier on.
Tiny ones at the
fabulous. I haven't even brought your price in just yet. 925 sterling silver for your curved discs, that wonderful brush detailing. $6.95 for genuine sterling silver. I think they're the perfect ring bail or pendants.
I mean, how much? So that's 10 at $6.95, and you're putting a gemstone in the middle. I mean, imagine what you could sell those for. A pendant as well, doing exactly the same thing to match the ring.
Oh, how about this? On the neck, I can't do it like this because obviously I will be dropping it, but I'm just going to put this on the back of the hand. Look. Can I support this? Aisha Coco.
Yeah. You could even do a little bit of wire around it if you wanted to.
Is that not?
Yeah.
Boutique jewellery right there.
Yeah.
A Tahitian pearl. You're emulating the oyster, aren't you? The black oyster. You kind of, with the sterling silver, it's like the black oyster encasing. Oh, I love this idea. I'm really excited about this idea. Hello to you, Berkshire D, Sandra, Kathleen. Hello to you, Cassandra, Sheila, Margaret, Pauline, Patricia, Ninette. Hello to you, Janet. Berkshire, you're there as well. Lovely to be with you. Oh, you know what?
I would buy 2 or 3 packs of that.
Oh, well, you're not alone with that thought. Most people are thinking the same. At that price point, I just think, one individual gem, because they're so round, my tweezers don't want to grab onto it because they're so perfectly shaped. They're coming up next, by the way. If you've never thought you'd be able to own Tahitian pearls, it's coming your way. I can't physically separate these two. Sorry. I really want them to be together. I just think that's a perfect combination. It is the mollusk and the pearl, isn't it? The mollusk and the pearl, cradling that pearl. Oh.
Perfection.
And Martha's just made a really good point to me. And because the Tahitian pearls are half drilled, you're not going to see the hole all the way through in the top.
That's right. Yeah. So
it's going to look so professional.
Absolutely.
Oh, someone please create a piece of jewellery with these and Wall of Fame it. I'd love to see it. And then please let us know how much you're selling it, because I really, or you've had it valued, or you've done your research on. That's amazing, isn't it? Patricia, Mary, Leslie, Margaret, Cornwall, congratulations to every single one of you. Now it is time for your gorgeous Tahitian pearls, hand in hand. I'm keeping them there. I'm not willing to separate that opportunity, the sterling silver, because I think they are the perfect match, the perfect marriage. Now, with pearls, of course, here at Jewellery Maker, we've brought you opportunities, but it's very exciting. We haven't come down off the ceiling as of yet from the launch of Tahitian pearls. It is the queen of gemstones, and without shadow of a doubt, the queen of pearls. This locality from the French Polynesia is regarded as some of the finest, but also some of the most considered. It is expected that you have to invest in this gorgeous gemstone for various other reasons, but without shadow of a doubt, they can fetch price points 4 figures and then some, and they do, believe me. Well, today, 3 perfectly round, beautifully uniformed, wonderfully smooth, natural Tahitian pearls are going under, I'm going to say it, I'm going to announce it straight away because the quantity will fly, under £80. So, why Tahitian pearl? Why does every gemologist and every collector and enthusiast goes weak at the knees when it comes to Tahitian pearls, where they're a classic, elegant gemstone with that very striking, beautiful, metallic, steely, inky blue with flashes of aubergines and purples running through. Totally and utterly natural examples. Now, different locations pearls are, of course, found. Cultured pearls from the French Polynesias, which are grown within the black oyster. The black oyster kind of offers its beauty, if you can imagine the internal surface of the oyster and the mother of pearl colours that you get within the shell is emulated into the beauty of the gemstone. Now, why do they command such a high price point when, if you're thinking, it's a good question, and I was asked it the other day by a jewellery maker saying, Eleanor, why are Tahitian pearls so much more expensive than your other cultured pearls? Surely it's the same process. Well, yes, it is the same process, absolutely. However, the black oyster in particular is very sensitive, and I love this. I always go, oh, bless him, the black oyster is a very sensitive soul. They have to be matured for 2 years before they can even start producing pearls. Which actually means they grow up to 1 foot in diameter, so they are, big pearls. Just amazing, isn't it? An oyster of that size, you think of oysters being this size, don't you? Yes, it's actually 1 foot in diameter up to. And then the whole process of injecting the pearl with a tiny mother of pearl bead, and it is tiny, so that the nacre surface will be continuous throughout the entirety of the pearl, not just across the surface. You're not going to have a hollow area in the centre of a Tahitian pearl. And that is progressively built up, the nacre surface, over many, many years. It does depend on the water temperature, but it's worked on an average of 1 millimetre per year. So on that basis, these are about 10 years old. But the whole process of injecting the mother of pearl bead into the black oyster, given the fact it's so sensitive, you have to be very, very, very careful not to damage the oyster. It simply dies. So you do need to be very, very careful. It's skilled. It's something you need immense amounts of patience for. You have to wait 2 years with any one oyster before you can even start actually the cultivating process, which all adds to the cost, and then you've got the farming, etc., etc., etc. But at the end result, over 10 years in this case, if we include the actually maturing process of the pearl, on average, I'm just using that as an estimate, over 10 years of work has gone into every single one of these beautiful gemstones, but the end result, what the oyster has actually created, are fine, exemplary examples. Now, we had so many messages coming in from our jewellery makers when we launched our Tahitian pearls, and this opportunity, I'll repeat, it's going under £80, so certainly one of the most affordable. We had jewellery makers who were sending me price comparisons. We've even had valuations, not certificated valuations, but where jewellery makers have gone into local jewellers and said, I've got this pearl, can you tell me what you would retail it for? And every single single conversation that I have had, not just here at Jewellery Maker, outside of these four walls, gemologists that I know personally, business or jewelers that I know personally would say an individual pearl of double figure size can be in excess of £500 and then some. Now, I'm not qualified to give actual valuations. I'm just telling you of my personal experiences of a Tahitian pearl. You've got a pack of 3, so multiply that by 3, and yes, you are getting all 3 at under £80. I'm thinking perfect pair of earrings and a wonderful pendant. If you're watching for the first time on Jewellery Maker and maybe you haven't started in this wonderful hobby, then get involved anyway. You can easily take half drilled, so take it to a local jeweler or a reputable jeweler, I should point out, really, that will know exactly how to attach a bail to these, suspend them maybe with your gold if you prefer them to be in gold, or your sterling silver, or even your platinum. The quality is certainly there, and without shadow of doubt is elevated enough to be commanding of such really rare and precious metals. Maybe you'll want diamonds including and surrounding it. Well, you can easily commission something. I used to actually source my gemstones from, well, certain gemstones I should say, from a friend of mine who actually worked on the oil rigs when I was back in Wales. A friend of mine worked on the oil rigs, and he used to travel all over the world, and when he was going to certain locations, I used to say, oh, if you can you try and buy me this gemstone, this gemstone, this gemstone. And he used to obviously be able to negotiate amazing deals. Nowhere near what they are now here at Jewellery Maker. No way near what they are here at Jewellery Maker. And then I design a piece of jewellery around it. So if you, assuming you are all very creative, because you make your own fabulous jewellery, I used to design pieces around and then take it to, well, the jewellers that I actually worked at used to commission them. So very, very exciting. It's not excluding people that don't make jewellery. I, without shadow of a doubt, will be getting this, and I'm thinking, I know for the price of just one, I could probably see other establishments charge 5, 6, 7, 10 times the price. We saw one 10mm round on the very well-known jewellery establishment, you know, the one that's on 5th Avenue. You know that one, you know, the big one that we talk about an awful lot, one at 4-figure price tags. The jewellers that I've worked at in the past, it was always 4-figure price tags. So please, I encourage you to do your research across the web. If you have got access to the World Wide Web, just have a little look at Tahitian pearls and the quality, the smoothness and the nacre, the sizes is how you actually measure these rather than carat weight. Tons of you getting involved. Certainly the first time I've ever been able to say this, 3 double-figure millimetre Tahitian pearls at under £80. Certainly the first time I've ever been able to say that. I highly doubt. I'll pop one up to the ear for you as well if I can. Certainly the first time I've ever actually seen, I've ever been able to say that price point. Just incredible. If my other half wasn't at work right now, I would be saying, dial through, babe. I've got 3 wonderful examples of Tahitian pearl, and I'm gonna have to use my fingers because I don't want it to catapult across the studio. So bear with me, and I'll try and show you as best as I possibly can. Perfect. Oh, you can see from there, can't you? They're amazing, aren't they? They are amazing. What a privilege to be able to own these gorgeous gemstones. Now, these should have been launched today at $99.95. That's incredible. For one individually, we're already surpassing so many competitors out there in so many levels. I'm not just talking about price, I'm talking about quality, price reduction because it's an introductory appearance. The first time I've ever been able to say this, 3 beautiful Tahitian pearls at just $79.95. Get them home. Use that 30-day. Well, in fact, it's an extended money-back guarantee now, given Christmas. Given the fact it's Christmas, do your research. You've got plenty of time. We've got a question in saying, why isn't it a carat weight with pearl? All organic gemstones, so your amber, your ammonite, all of your gemstones which are formed out of living organisms effectively are measured by millimetres rather than weight. So any organic gemstone is millimetres, not necessarily a carat weight. Sometimes certain establishments will say, oh, it's such and such a carat of ammonite. I see that quite frequently, ammonite rather, quite frequently. No, it's not carat weight. We don't measure organic gemstones with carats. It's always the 10mm. Margaret, Rosaline, well done to you. Pauline, hello to you, County Down. Jackie in West Midlands, new buyers, you're there as well. That's a perfect suite of jewellery, isn't it? A perfect suite of jewellery. And that's working out at, let me see, hang on, 30-something pounds? 30-something pounds per Tahitian pearl. Anonymous customer messaging in, I found one 10mm for £189. Do you know what? That's actually a really good deal. That's actually a really good deal. This is £26.66. £26 only for a Tahitian pearl of that quality. Look how smooth the nacre surface is. Thank you for that message, by the way. Thank you for doing that. And that's actually a really good deal for one Tahitian pearl of that size. That's actually really good. Nowhere near us, though, is it? Sheila.
I'm just looking at the beauty of them and thinking, wow, you know, that's such an... I was talking to Steve about Tahitian pearls not so long ago, actually.
Were you?
Yeah.
I bet he gets really excited. Does he know the prices that we're bringing Tahitian pearls at?
No. No.
Yeah, I bet it would surprise him. I bet it would surprise him.
I'm not telling him either.
No, let's keep this one quiet, Jewellery Makers. It's between you and us. Amazing. Well done to every single one of you. So, for less than £100, if you got those sterling silver findings that you just saw, those curved discs, you could create that perfect solitaire. Absolutely incredible. Well done. 0800 614 655. Grab it whilst you can. Now, earlier on this morning, if you had a little bit of a lie-in, or maybe you had things to do, places to be, people to see, this morning, kids to take to school, breakfast to cook. I totally get it.
Have a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee to have. Oh yeah. Nice cup of coffee.
You know, I quite fancy a cup of coffee now.
Oh, I don't, because I'm not allowed sugar at the moment, so I'm not really craving cups of coffee. I love.
Well, you can have it without sugar.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it?
I know.
If you were busy earlier on this morning, we brought you superb. Is the understatement of the century. One chain here at Jewellery Maker, £7.95. Two chains for £8.95 this morning, and they are not insignificant in terms of their substantial weight. You can see the dimensions on the back of the hand. You're buying one chain, whichever it might be. I think it's normally this link, which is £7.95, and then you're getting the other one for £1 effectively. Sheila and I were talking about, you know what, not just Christmas. Plan ahead. Think about christenings. Think about birthdays. Think about just because presents. Think about for when you create new pendants, and if you are like me, you want to keep a chain on that pendant rather than swap them around every time that you wear them. £8.95 at that price tag, precious rare metal. Yeah. And I think we really do underestimate the fact that this is mined. It has to be located. There is a lot of costs that go into it.
You would pay £25 for a chain, wouldn't you?
At least.
At least.
Yeah, and we're talking the smaller link now, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, outside of these four walls, you would expect that price tag, wouldn't you?
For £8.95 to get two.
I mean, this one here, the Rolo chain, is so substantial you could support a really big carat weight or gemstone weight behind it. Well done. Grab it whilst you can. 2mm and 1mm, and they are both 45 centimetres in length as well. So they are a classic length of your sterling silver. Beautiful. Do come complete. I should just really flick that forward so you can actually see, with the extender chain and of course the bolt ring. So it's a complete item, a complete finished piece of jewellery. Wonderful. Well done to you. Grab the last few whilst you can, because they flew out this morning. Absolutely flew out. Now, with your high-end findings, well, these aren't findings, with your high-end pieces like this, you'll be wanting your high-end gemstones. Well, we can certainly deliver those. We've got a brand new strand of ruby coming up at 11 o'clock. Depth of colour. Sorry, coming up at 10 o'clock. Right after this next break. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? The emerald is coming up at 11 o'clock. Wonderful primary reds. Look at that. This is the strand that I would, without shadow of a doubt, be treating myself to this morning. We've also got gorgeous emerald coming up later on. Oh, amazing, absolutely incredible. Grab it whilst you can, and it would be so easy, wouldn't it, Sheila, to just take a couple of your high-end rubies. I'm saying high-end rubies because they really are high-end. Just take a section, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 of those, and attach it to your chain.
Yeah.
How easy would that be?
Or even just make a bracelet, a little bracelet, and just intersperse a few of them in between.
Yeah.
You could get so much out of that. A little bit of chain on an earring finding.
Yeah, beautiful quality.
Yeah,
Coming up just after the break, so don't go anywhere for your ruby, because it is literally moments away. Amazing. Lots of you choosing to multi-buy, and I'm thinking, what about your little Christmas bags on the Christmas table? Gorgeous. What about just because presents? Maybe you know somebody that just deserves a little bit of spoiling every so often. Then it doesn't have to break the bank, and it certainly hasn't there. Well done. Stay where you are. For everyone that's got it in their baskets, check out as soon as you can, because we did have a limited quantity. Now, we are moments away from bringing you this joyous strand of ruby. Passionate, rich, the gemstone of love and courage. It is vibrant and intense. And whenever I see ruby, I see power. I see a gemstone which has got a real statement to be made, especially when it has the ultimate desired colour of primary red.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
So, what do we look for when it comes to your ruby, the king of gemstones as it is so fondly named? We look for colour. That's the #1 priority, primary red. The more primary the red, the more valuable the ruby is. Different locations around the world will offer you different things. Burmese ruby is famed for its beautiful colour and amazing diaphanity. Madagascan ruby is famed for its wonderful colour, but also an intensity and glow from internally. You can get wonderful examples from India, which look completely different, but they're more of a burgundy tone. Thai ruby, again, more of a bluish undertone with a gemstone. But country of origin is not what determines the value, it's the quality of the gemstone. Many gemologists use this as a rule of thumb. The more primary, the more valuable it is. Now I'm going to ask you, as we show you this wonderful piece before your eyes, do you see primary red, pillar box red, I suppose, that we would refer to, or for our US viewers, fire engine red. Can you see that definition of colour that we aspire to? And incredibly, I'm going to repeat that this brand new presenter's pick, and I had to have this as the presenter's pick this morning, is coming your way at under £50. Ruby is a gemstone that I never ever thought I would own. Never ever did. Not of quality like this, because I didn't even entertain it. It was a gemstone that I used to see and on wonderful customers who came into the establishments that I worked at, and I used to look in awe and surprise at their wonderful pieces that they were adorned in. But it was a price tag way beyond my reach. Those days are gone now. Thanks to Jewellery Maker, we can all enjoy, irrespective of budget, how deep your pockets are, we can all enjoy such exclusivity and such wonderful quality as this gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone. I've got 80 opportunities in the world. That's not nearly enough when you've got fluidity from A to B all the way around the strand, such a consistency of that primary red. Just tell you a little story whilst you are dialing through, and before we bring that price tag in, but you already know where it is going to, guaranteed at under £50. Tell you a little story of the lady who established a jewellers that I first started at, and she, you know, a huge amount of respect for them. They started a very reputable business, and she used to wear a ruby ring as an engagement ring, and I spoke to her about it once, and she was quite a formidable woman, shall we say. She was quite, I suppose intimidating it would be the right word, but lovely. I respected her, so therefore that kind of intimidated me somewhat, but in a nice way. I do mean that with respect. And I said, oh gosh, your ruby is so beautiful, and she says, yes darling, yes it is, only the best. And she spoke very well. She says, well, when you have 5 figures, and that was it. And you know, but she said it, and it wasn't a particularly big ruby, and she wasn't even saying it in a very smug way. She was just proud of the piece that she owned, and quite rightly so. No, it sounds like she was being a bit smug and a little bit obnoxious, but quite the opposite. She was saying, when you have 5 figures, you'll be able to get it, lovely. She was saying you will one day, which was wonderful. And here we are bringing you ruby of this wonderful quality at 25 carats. I'm not suggesting that this is a 5-figured strand, of course not. I'm not qualified to do those valuations, but it's definitely got that example of primary red. It's definitely got that beautiful glow, that polishing and luster. You can see the light play across the surface of the gemstone. It is without doubt a quality strand, and naturally beautiful. No fissure filling, no heat treatment. This is all Mother Nature's doing, which I find absolutely astonishing.
I think it's something that we all dreamt about, as you said, having, isn't it? And we see the beauty of it here, as although we're showing it on the screen, and it looks absolutely stunning there, but you can, I mean, I see the sparkle and the depth and the beauty of it.
Just gorgeous colours, and it is literally from A to B, you know, from point 1 to point 2, all the way around. You have got that consistency and warmth. I'm just thinking this on some yellow gold. If you've got maybe a yellow gold chain, you could attach it. I love yellow gold with ruby. I just think they are perfect. But if you prefer your white metals, then that's absolutely fine. But look at the elegance. A very classic graduation. We've done the work for you. You can see how every single one of those facet rondelles flash and play with the light. A durable gemstone, but we're talking about a gem which, this is heirloom pieces. This is an heirloom strand. One that we could pass on to future generations, one that we could, without shadow of a doubt, pass on to our children, our grandchildren, thank you Sheila, our great-grandchildren. And just think, are they, when you say ruby, even as a youngster, you think, oh gosh, expensive and really, really rare and valuable. You know that, don't you? You kind of recognise. I'm just bringing one of these spaces in, Sheila's brought in, just to show you that that combination of colour with the yellow gold. It really, really works, doesn't it? From 2 by 1 millimetre right the way up to 5 by 2 millimetre, depth of colour entirely, very decadent, very, very beautiful, and certainly amazing quality. Some of the finest that I've had the joy of bringing here at Jewellery Maker, guaranteed at under 50. Guaranteed. Grab it whilst you can though, because we have a double figure quantity and already a significant percentage of that quantity has flown out of the vault for natural African ruby, primary reds all the way through, not Fisher filled, not heat treated in any way, shape or form. I mean, you'd use this very sparingly, I'd imagine. If you were selling your jewellery, maybe you'd create something really elaborate for yourself. Why not? If you're in a position to do so, do get involved, because that's wonderful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I can remember in a training session, Sheila, that Steve was talking, and I know Sarah's... Steve, for those who don't know, by the way, is our CEO of this company. Steve was talking about the ruby that he bought Sarah, and he's spoken about it on air as well, that it is the most considered gemstone that he's purchased.
She's frightened to wear it in case she drops, you know, she loses it or something.
Really?
She gets a bit, ooh, yeah,
Bless.
because of the cost. Yeah,
yeah,
you
but
know,
it's gorgeous.
I mean, because of the size of it. You
Yeah,
know,
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 carats, and I'm not suggesting that it's of a similar value. I've got no idea what the value is, but it is a gemstone which is expected to be an investment gemstone.
Well, this is it, isn't it? And I think if you look, there's that one in the middle, that larger one in the middle. I mean, that just on its own, how much...
It dominates, doesn't it? It really does, yes, in terms of the size.
Does, yeah.
Maureen, Felicity, hello to you, Anusha, Angela, Jane, Heather, Tracy, you've got yours, congratulations. Under £50, it's an outstanding opportunity. You can half that carat weight and more than command a much higher price point than that. And given the fact it is ruby, everybody out there is going to pretty much know that this is a genuine gemstone. Download your certificate of authenticity, which you can do via our website, very simply for just a minimal cost, and again use that during the gifting process. If you're thinking about gifting your jewellery, use that during the sales process, because
when it's anybody's anniversary,
yeah, absolutely.
You know,
again, yeah,
be able to give a ruby.
Yeah, give ruby, but also
ruby
give the actual certificate itself. So the person, because it's understandable, I suppose, if we were to give this to, I don't know, if I was to give this to my best friend, for example, then she might go, gosh, well, she would know it's the real deal because she knows that I work for Jewellery Maker, but it's quite a lot to get your head around, I suppose. So giving the certificate, like what we're showing here, documents everything: the carat weights, the measurements, the sizes, the cutting, the locality, any treatment. In this case, there is none. So it's there, and it's invaluable as well. So do keep hold of that. Jane, you've done it. Well done. Yorkshire, you're with me. New buyers, congratulations to each and every single one of you. Wonderfully vibrant and intense. If you're on those phone lines, stay where you are. Our contact centre will get you as soon as they possibly can. The king of gemstones. Amazing primary reds. Yes, symbolises anniversaries, symbolises your absolute dedication and commitment to a person, your everlasting love, effectively, and I love that. It symbolises courage. All very positive statements, aren't they? Very positive statements and very strong statements. Well done to every single one of you that got that. I need to move on. Okay, it is time for your next kit. Now, do you know what? Should we all hop on a bus? Should we all hop on a bus? I'll drive. Are you all right behind me? Are you all in, Jewellery Makers? We're off to Fun City. Look, you have to do a bounce when you're doing a bus, don't you? Because buses always bounce. Right, we're off to Fun City. We're off to Fun City.
We are indeed.
You can understand why, Sheila, it's Fun City. Let me move those out the way. Look at all the gemstone strands. I'm going to have to move that one minute.
No, that's fine.
Just so I can show everybody. Here we go. Now, all of those gorgeous findings that you get, including a length of chain, including your toggle clasp, including double shepherd hooks, as in 2 lots of, 2 pairs, the contemporary shepherd hooks like this. You've got your featherweights, you've got your decorative head pins, your round head pins, your extender chains, and of course your beautiful spacer beads. So a classic classic findings pack, rather, I beg your pardon, silver coloured over copper, and there's 95 pieces.
Yeah.
95 in total within the findings pack. So that's going to go a long way, isn't it? It's going to go an awful long way.
An awfully long way.
Let's keep adding to that kit. Should we keep adding? Not just your findings. How about some wire? This is 0.4. Oh,
yeah. 0.4 is
Sheila,
gold
where
dust.
did, I was going to say exactly that. Where
Yeah.
did you find this? Because I've been trying to buy some for ages. Weeks I've been trying to buy some.
You have to grab it while it's there because it comes in and it
Oh,
goes
when
out.
was it
'cause
there? I
it's-
look most days. 10 metres of 0.4 silver wire. I'm trying to buy some myself.
It's great for all bridal wear. It's sort of, you can actually do 3 strands of it together and do it on the twist, you know, have like a twist with it, as in a chain twist. So that's a very, very versatile, very well used,
It's probably
very popular.
I think it's the most versatile, personally. Yeah, I agree. Then we've got some more of these gorgeous shepherd hooks. I love these. Oh, aquamarine. Round, brilliant cut in 925.
So delicate, aren't they? So beautiful. I mean, just a simple pearl on the end, really. But I mean, I put more. But you know,
those with the pearls that are coming up in this kit would look amazing.
Yeah.
The pearls that are coming up later on would look amazing. But my goodness, where do we start with all of these gemstones? So much so, I'm going to have to move this back. Take it off the stand because there is so much. Can we pop that just down there for a second? Thanks, Sheila. Thanks, darling. Fun City. I tell you what, it's beautiful pastels, wonderful tones, very, very, very elegant. I do think this is going to be one of the most popular kits of the week so far. I love the combination that you've teamed in. Visions. I love that pop of pink just here.
Yeah,
so the bright pink.
I just say go for whatever and
go for it
and see. Yeah, because I think when you're buying a kit, you're looking at different times of the day that you would wear the jewellery. You know, like have something for daytime, something for evening, something for sort of casual. So that's where a kit gives you that choice to do that.
Absolutely.
You know,
all the gemstones that you are getting within now, the cultured pearls, your beautiful sort of candy floss pink rice beads, they are cultured pearls rather than the shell pearls. So you've got the wonderful examples there. Then faceted, oh, these are gorgeous, aren't they? Faceted shell pearls, look at those, they're 10mm round, so elegant and exquisite. Perfect drops in your shell pearls here. They're 12 by 10mm. Then you have, I'm going to bring the green, oh no, here it is, green amethyst, that's just here, or Praisolite, whichever you refer to it as. There's 190 carats in total. Aquamarine, look at that quality of the aquamarine, 245 carats and depth of colour, rich in iron. You've got regular amethyst there, 230 carats of double strand, and last but by no means least, you have got rose quartz in 6mm rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands, but 3 of those strands are double. I mean, look how they
10 really.
10 really.
10 strands.
Yeah, really it is, and they all are in perfect harmony with one another, aren't they?
I should have called it that, shouldn't I?
Perfect harmony. Oh. I don't know. I like Fun City.
Fun City, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the time of year to have some
I want to go to Fun City.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? We need to find.
They'll find it.
Should we go? Yeah. Should we go? I tell you what, we'll let you know. I'll put it up on my Facebook post, and there will be a future event to Fun City planned. Yes. But right now we're here. We are at Fun City.
To do Fun City, really.
$49.50 is where we should be for the wire, the gold dust wire. It's not, it's silver wire, but what I mean is it's everybody's trying to get hold of it, myself included. The 925 sterling silver, new beautiful shepherd hook earrings with your round, brilliant cut aquamarine in the centre, and all of your gorgeous findings. This is very, very, very luxurious, and one of my favourite kits, because how easy would it be to attach one of those perfect pair pearls to the shepherd hooks, and you've already covered the cost of the kit itself. So it should have been really about £50. Today, £34.95 for
11, really, isn't it? Because those are double. So 11 strands.
10.
10. Is it
10? Yeah, 10 really, because there's 7 strands.
Oh, yeah.
3 of which are double.
6, 7, 8, 9.
2, 4, 6.
Yeah, those quartz. Yeah. 2,
7, 8, 9, oh, 10.
Right. Yeah,
sorry, we just had a moment there. So on that basis, that's £3.50 a strand. £3.50 per strand.
I've seen them years and years and years ago. many years ago, a lot more than that.
Oh gosh, yeah, without shadow of a doubt. And that's
Yeah.
excluding your 925 sterling silver earrings and your wire, which is just beautiful. And all of the findings that you get here, I mean, the faceting and the bezel setting that goes into those shepherd hooks, they're so luxurious.
They are, and I've never seen them before.
No,
they are,
up until today.
New in. They
Yeah.
are new in, so...
I think these are going to be some of our most popular findings, just because they look like a really high-end piece of jewellery without shadow of a doubt, and you could easily create that.
Just pop a pearl on if you want to.
Pearl on, or maybe some of your
Chain, I've done some with
aquamarine.
chain on, yeah.
Let me just grab those for a second. I'm just going to
those.
put those aquamarine underneath, just so you can imagine that combination. Maybe in a
There you go,
waterfall
there they are.
effect. Just gorgeous, aren't they?
I think those are the earring findings there. Those.
Sheila
Yeah.
created these with them. Just beautiful, aren't they?
And it's yeah. It just
Shorter,
perfect match,
longer,
aren't they? Yeah.
whichever you prefer. Well, that's less than £3.50 per strand, really, if you consider your doubles as they are two rather than one, plus your 0.4mm silver coloured wire, plus all of your findings and all of these wonderful gemstones. I made the mistake of taking them off my hand now, Sheila, and I'm going to have to lay them all over because there's so
if
many.
you break it down, you would be. It's
Well, surely you'd be
Double.
paying that for
More than that.
for the pearls alone, the shell pearls and the cultured pearls alone in most establishments.
That's why buying them in a kit, you do have such a great saving if you were to buy them all separately.
You really do, and I love these earrings.
I just love those findings. I think they're absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
Just to match all
amazing.
your jewellery, as in the first kit.
It's in perfect harmony, isn't
Yeah.
it? Absolutely, without shadow of a doubt. £34.95. Do grab it whilst you can. Okay, so Sheila, what is it you're going to be demonstrating for us?
I'm going to demonstrate the pendant
yes.
here. Yeah, because we've got 1, 2. I've done a comb. I've done 1, 2.
So you created
3.
12 pieces out of
12
this.
pieces, yeah. I mean, this one here, which is one of my favourites, is the.
We're going to
sort
move
of
across and then
drop.
we'll go over
Yeah.
to so
Yeah.
they can take a
Okay.
photograph of that for everyone at home.
Okay.
So you're going to be demonstrating that that baby pink
Yes.
faceted round
Yes.
cluster.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
Very, very, very elegant
Okay.
and feminine, isn't it? Really feminine.
It is. Well, it's just a little bit different as well, and it's quite easy to make. It's basically from the ladder weave, but it's just with some added, and it takes the ladder weave that bit further.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
how you've elongated it up the neckline and then included some of the spacer beads that are within and used the rose quartz.
Yeah.
The rose quartz as well. Just love those spacer beads. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Fabulous. Okay.
Okay.
So how do we create this piece?
Right, well, cut a piece of, I'm not cutting it as long as I would if I was making the whole piece. But
Yeah.
I've got lots of...
For demonstration
just
purposes.
for demonstration purposes. So get 4 of these gorgeous faceted pale pink pearls, or whatever you want to use. You know, if you wanted to use the others, you can. But these are quite a generous hole, so it allows you to weave in and out to make, you know, various different designs. So just cross that over as you do for the ladder weave. Pop that through the very first. There we go. So, and then we have that shape, okay? So then what we do then, we turn it round. So if I show you how it was before, then just turn it round. So it's almost like a triangular, well, a diamond shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever you, yeah. What's that shape called? That,
I would say like a
marquee
marquee
shape.
shape, yeah.
Marquee shape. Okay, so then I've done the next section here, so you can see where we go from there. Okay, so there's that section there. Okay, that one there. So we move that over there, and then what we've got then is that shape before we add anything on.
Yes.
Okay, so now pop on 2 on the top thread, and then 1 on the bottom thread.
2 on the top, 1 on the bottom.
2 on the top, 1. So after you've done your first ladder weave, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Then pass that through. And what we're creating in the beginning is the heart shape. So then we turn it round again. So that's how it was. That's how we turn it round.
Lovely.
Okay. Then so that's that first section, the second section, and then we'll go on to the
So you're
third
going to actually
section.
create those sections separately. So you've
Yeah,
got
no, this is where let me take those off now. So that's the section there. That's the section there that we had to begin with.
okay.
Okay, that's the second section, which you place like that on its side. Okay,
Lovely.
like that. And then this here is the third section. Okay,
Lovely.
so the third section we put one on the top, two
on the bottom.
Okay.
Thread one through.
Thread one through.
Through the one you put on the
Through
top.
then the one on the top, and then we have that
it's a
shape
little
there. So
heart.
you see, it's almost. So you can just do that as a heart if you wanted to, but then on your right hand side, add another 2. Okay. So let's find the hole. So we've got 1. What we're doing, we're matching.
Yeah, that side.
That side. Yeah, well done.
Spotting that, yeah. Love this.
Okay.
I love these gemstones as well.
They are very
those
pretty, aren't they?
faceted shell pearls, really reflective, aren't they?
if we do that, you see,
yeah,
then that's then going to, and then what you do then is take those 2 through this one here, the second one on the very first one that you've done. So if we pop that through there, take that through wherever it is, under there, pull that together, and then we have, hang on, that's got caught underneath there. Let's move that up. So if we pull all that together, we then have, it's got trapped, there we go. We've got to gather that together,
there you go.
Pull that together. There we go. Then we can then put the little pale pink quartz, rose quartz in the middle. Okay. Yeah, so if you can see, if you pull this, I've got that little, so I've got to gather all this together. Then I've got to put these through and across the other side. Takes a little bit of, but that's the best way to get that little gemstone in the middle
so you're
without
sewing it through the holes.
I'm just threading it through. So if we pull that up together, pull that up, now you can see we've got that shape there. With, you have to pull it all together, okay? And then you've got the little rose quartz in the middle there. And then we need to thread this one through and back onto the outer side of this pendant section so that we can, bear with me while I push this through. This is why you need quite a larger hole to actually pull it through and then pull it together, okay? And then, as you can see now, that's the shape.
Lovely, so you've got a little rose quartz nestled in the centre.
That's the shape with a little rose quartz nestled in the centre. And then what we're going to do then, I'm going to take this one here, I'm going to leave that there because we need to come up into the middle, okay? So we then start to put the little, so that's your final shape after doing all the different sections. And then what you do is you pop on some of these tiny little nuggets and then just feed them through in between every pearl. So
lovely.
They do actually go through, but you just have to give them a little
sometimes
push.
a little bit of encouragement.
Well, yes, you do, because you know there's a lot going through them. So as you can see, so that's the shape. So all we do is just carry on.
Keep
popping
adding
some of
those
these little,
all the way around.
Try and find some of the tiny ones because obviously these do
all the way around.
Vary in shape all the way around until you come around to the top. And then you just gather it together, put a crimp bead on.
I love the fact that you have got them intermittently dotted with the faceted shell pearl.
So as
really
you can see now, that's where they're slotting in between. If we can wait for the camera to just pop down and have a look at that.
Lovely. Absolutely
so
exquisite.
I'm now doing that.
So while Sheila's doing that, sewing it all the way around, sometimes you just need a little bit of a helping hand, don't you?
You certainly do.
Sometimes you do.
That.
You do, don't you? Just need someone to come and go, come on. Do you need me to hold on to something?
To be honest, the helping hand is one of my favourite tools because when you're doing a bracelet, you can just loop it on.
Yeah.
So
I always look at these and think they're like little robots. You know that advert, the little advert where they do the dance? Like Johnny Five. He is like Johnny Five. I'm alive. Yes, basically they're weighted. so they sit very well on a desk or a surface. Then you've got all adjustable joints, etc., so you can attach it, bend it through. Say I wanted it like so. You just tighten. If I let that off, it can move up and down. Tighten it so it's in the place. You've got a magnifying glass there, so you can really get into the details of things. I can tighten this here. It's all adjustable effectively, and of course you've got your, can you see those? Your clippers, grippers or clippers, whichever. It's one or other, isn't it? Basically, just to hold grippers.
I think they're grippers, aren't they?
You think
they
grippers?
hold them. They hold it firm.
Yes, they do hold it firm.
Yeah.
So this is your helping hands, and they are fantastic for when you just need that third arm, you know. And you can't just sprout one, can you? Sometimes.
And I think with our new jewellery makers that join us, you know, on a daily basis, they need to have all of these things because it helps them with what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's a tool that once you've
got it for.
Once you've got it, it's, you know, you'll always use it. It's a godsend. You're not just getting that though, you're also getting two beautiful tools, Jewellery Maker products, chain nose pliers and our side cutter pliers. So Sheila, can you talk us through what's a chain, for the people that are new to jewellery making, what's a chain nose plier and what's a side cutter plier?
A side cutter, they are the ones that are really, really sharp.
Let me just show those.
Sorry, I'm looking at them. And what, you know, when you're doing, you're cutting very closely to some other sort of, maybe you've got 3 strands of wire or thread and you want to get right down into it to cut it as close as you can. Those are.
And you can use these on wire and beading thread and everything?
Yes, you can. Yes, you certainly can.
And come with that wonderful grip as well, comfort grip. Yeah. So your side cutters, really, really sharp and for getting really close, I suppose. Yes. Also, getting up close and personal.
Yeah.
Chain nose pliers. Now, what do we do with chain nose pliers?
They've got a very fine. They're a version of the flat nose pliers, if you like. But you see how these are thicker.
Yes.
Those are finer, so they're easier to pick things up with.
So they're a bit more detailed.
Further on, because they're slimmer, then they'll go into tinier sections, whereas these are flat. These are for squashing. As well.
Can you see they're quite elongated? Yeah. Quite elongated, so the chain nose pliers, great for chain mail as well, aren't they? Because they are that little bit more detailed. So 3 absolutely life-saving tools when it comes to this fabulous hobby. Ordinarily, the helping hands, this is an amazing price, is $4.95, really? It's a weighted tool that is invaluable, and the pliers ordinarily are $3.95 each. We're going to bring you £1, £6.95 for everything. $6.95 for your helping hands with the magnifying glass, with all of his arms and attachments and movements, and the weight on the back. Loads of you getting involved. Again, this is a great Christmas gift. Just because present. And I think the helping hands could be used for so much, so many different crafting techniques. You know, sometimes when you're gluing something or securing something and you need it to be held, you need it to be held in place.
I love my helping hands. I use him an awful lot.
Is it a he?
It is
in your house.
It is a he.
He is pretty cute, isn't he?
He looks like a he.
He does look like a he. I love the dance moves that he can do. He's quite a movie, you know. But yeah, he's got so many different uses for it. It's not just, you know, your beading.
He's like a little robot, really, isn't he?
It's not just your beading, is it? You can use it for so many different techniques. I mean, Debbie was talking the other day about, well, she gave us a wonderful DI on polymer clay, and she was talking about how things do slide with heat, etc. Or maybe you want to leave something, you have to leave something overnight, and this is a great way to just hold it in place and secure it in place. So it is invaluable, without doubt. Do you know what? I'm guessing the men will love these as well for their DIY and odd jobs and things like that. Model making, perhaps that would be invaluable for, because it has got that magnifying glass as well. Don't forget, your pliers are just £2 each in this opportunity. $6.95. Well, sorry, £1 each. I beg your pardon, £1 each. £2 for the bow.
They can be nearly £10 each.
I know. $6.95 for this entire bundle. $6.95. I know. You'd expect to pay double figures for one tool, wouldn't you?
I am totally blown away with that. Totally.
Sheila, our tools.
I'm going to get a personal shopper for me on the other side.
Shift
when
side,
I
you
work,
mean?
on the other shift side, yeah, when I'm working. So,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Because you need to be getting this.
I do.
Well, just write the item code down, darling.
I do
And
indeed.
stop permitting. That's an amazing deal. Loads of you getting involved. I'm
I
not
would
surprised
think so
at all. This is
too.
just a
No,
handful.
that's just
Okay,
amazing,
well done.
amazing.
Keep on dialing because we've got plenty of stock of that.
3?
Yeah. Have you only just registered this?
She's lost the plotters, Martha.
I know.
hasn't she?
I know. She has. I think $6.95 for all 3. I'd pay that for.
You,
well,
would,
and
you,
then
would,
some.
you would pay that for well, more for
Him.
that? I mean, that's... Oh,
Okay, moving on. What else are you going to be demonstrating?
Now. Oh, there we go. So what you do then is I've finished, while we've been talking and doing, I've finished doing the pendant. So all you do is carry on round with the nuggets, and until you come to the top here, and then you just pop on a crimp bead, make a basic loop, and add your chain and your necklace. So just remember, it's the first 4, and then you take the second 4, where you've got 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top, and then you go 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. Okay,
Amazing.
and then it gives you that shape, but then you have to pop on the other 2 on the right hand side, take it through the middle to get that final shape, because you end up with the heart shape before you put those 2 on.
Yes.
So it's a gradual sort of adding bits of sections.
Okay, amazing. Now, Sheila, one thing you are known for is your wonderful hair pieces and hair combs.
Oh, I do love my bridal.
You did inspire me, and I will show you one day. I've
Oh, go on
started
then.
creating.
Oh, good.
Not yet. I'm not
Good.
quite feeling confident, but I will
Okay.
bring them in.
Okay.
But this is one of the items of jewellery I love to make.
The comb didn't come with the kit, but I borrowed.
Well, we've got combs.
Well, you've got combs, just because to show you how.
Well, just to show, so the gemstones are from the kit, but just how easily they can create such a fabulous design as this. So you're going to be demonstrating this, I understand,
Yes,
and we
yes.
have got hair combs coming your way.
Yes.
Look at that. So obviously you need the hair combs. Now, we haven't got the silver, but what we have got is the yellow, gold and rose, which I love, absolutely love. So the 2 hair combs in the 2 different colours, you get 5 of each, and they go a long way, don't they?
They do go a
I mean,
long
really,
way.
when you create such an elaborate hair comb like so, you only need the one, don't you, really?
And if you imagine, I mean, I know I say this every time, but you know, bridal jewellery can be very, very expensive, and it adds to your budget as well. So if you can make something yourself and coordinate it with your colour scheme, it reduces the price of your wedding by so much.
Oh gosh, I mean the price that they command for wedding
yes,
jewellery,
yeah,
etc. And to secure a veil is really pricey. Now before I just show you this actually in here, we've also got the actual tiara headbands or headbands, which are gorgeous, and you're getting 5 of those in the rose gold as well. So all of this for just $6.95. And you're going to get the inspiration and the tutorial from Sheila as well this morning. Not $8.95, $6.95. I can remember the price of a tiara at 3 figures.
Yes,
and it was Swarovski, not it was crystal rather than genuine gemstone. So 3-figure price tag. I could probably push this forward a little bit further.
Shall I put it in for you, or
there
you
we
can
go.
sit like that? Yeah, or it
Can you
sit
see that there? Just showing. So lovely, isn't it?
You can have it with your hair pushed back and
Yeah.
then slotted at the
Maybe
side.
like so.
Yeah.
Maybe like so. Yeah.
Turn it
Okay.
around the
So
other way.
you're going to be demonstrating this then.
Another little tip as well. If you want to have maybe like a 1920s or an Art Deco headpiece, which are normally sort of doubled like that. And then you can pop on your gemstone. So that's another way of doing a 1920s. Just join them together with some wire and then cover both of those with your pearls or whatever it is you want to use. That does give you that 1920s look.
Fabulous.
But to
So,
achieve...
Sheila, what wire do we use firstly with
Yet
making a hair
again,
comb?
What do you think?
I know what it is,
What
because
do you
that's why I'm
think?
trying to get hold of
Yeah,
it.
what
I've
do you
run
think?
out for my
Yeah.
hair combs. I love making hair combs. And you need your
0.4. You do
0.4.
indeed.
That's in this kit, and I've been trying to get some for weeks and weeks and weeks.
It is just like gold dust, it really is. I mean, we have to beg, steal or borrow when it's a workshop to make sure that there's some in.
I bet.
So what I'm going to show you is how to build this cluster up here. And what you do is, I've already done a section here. I will undo it. It shouldn't really, but I will. only because I don't want to compromise the wire. But I've just put threaded 3 of your nuggets. I've got it undone now, there we go. Threaded 3 of the nuggets on there. So as you can see, there's 3 nuggets on there. So just pinch the bottom together, and then get your sort of first finger and your thumb, and then just twist with it. And as you're twisting, just move your finger and thumb down on the other hand again, okay? Now, whatever you're doing in making a bridle, you've always got to come back to the middle here of the wire, okay? So what I'm going to do now, to create a cluster, I'm going to take this right-hand wire, and you always have to remember, wherever you go in length, you've always got to have the wire to come back, because it's got to come back to that middle section there. You can't really see, if I maybe put my specs, oh, no advertising there. But, you know, so always make sure that you've got enough wire when you're twisting back to take you back to the centre there. Oh, that'll be better.
I tell you what,
there you go, that's it. There we go, thank you.
Lovely.
So I'm going to put now 3 on here. If you pop on 3. No, I've mixed the colours, so I'll do that in a moment. So pop on 3. You can actually take it down the middle to begin with, just so that you make sure that you've got the 3 on, but then always, okay. So now I want one to be about that same length again. So you'll have them dangling at the bottom, but you always make sure that you've got enough wire to come back to that centrepiece, yeah?
Yeah.
So just the same thing, pinch at the bottom, pinch underneath the gemstones, twist. Okay, and then I've done that quite long, so we can now pop on maybe another couple. Don't let too much wire be exposed when you're doing a cluster, because you want it to be sitting close to your comb. Okay.
Yeah, I love the fact that with the hair comb it is very organic in terms of how you
I did
can play
it in
with
3
them.
sections, 3 different sections to get that cluster shape. So there I've twisted it again, and as you can see now, we've now got a bit of a cluster forming there.
Yeah, beautiful.
And it's just 3 on each. Now I'm going to pop one of the lilac on. This lovely amethyst.
The lovely amethyst, yeah.
And this
So
is all this
alternating your
is really,
gemstones.
just alternating your gemstones, going from one side to the other with your wire, so that you use it up equally, and then you just build up a cluster. And the thing is with doing this, it is so palpable, it moves, you know. So I'm doing a smaller one now. I'll do a bit more of a smaller section. Fold the wire back.
Same procedure.
Same procedure, fold the wire back, and then just pull and twist. And then just keep on twisting, and then you will find that you can move all of these sections, as you see now. I've moved that now, so that's sitting quite nicely together. And then just go off again on the right, go off on the left, do a cluster to about there, and then I've done them separate because I've sat one higher and lower. I've sat the 2 either side more or less the same, but the one in the middle I've made a bit bigger. But I mean, even that would look lovely just on a pair of earrings as well, that cluster of...
So how do you attach it to the actual hair comb
and
itself?
then exactly the same, if I can have one of those
yeah.
there. So, although it's not the same. So once you've got your actual clusters, just hold it in place there, okay?
Onto the head comb.
Onto the head comb, and then just use, because by the time you've finished, you'll have some surplus wire anyway. Always make sure you've got enough wire to sort of be able to do that. So imagine that was a bigger cluster. You just take your wire and then just pull it up in between each of the teeth of the comb. And then just make sure, and just do it about 2 or 3 times so you know it's secure. And then obviously imagine that was further on along there, then you join the other one, but because you've got some surplus wire here, you can just attach your other cluster in the middle using this wire.
Lovely.
But this is so
it builds up progressively.
It builds up progressively, yes.
Lovely. So do enjoy, do get creating your wonderful hair combs. It's certainly a piece of jewellery that I love doing as well. I just think it's not too much of a
you're not thinking
too much about it.
And sometimes the shape comes completely different, which is good because it is very organic and very...
Yeah, absolutely.
Different.
We've got a message in from Ingrid in Surrey. Hello to you. As I hadn't discovered JM yet, I paid over £200 for my wedding hair comb. Yeah, me
There you go.
They are really expensive.
Really
Leslie,
expensive.
hi girls. Love Sheila's designs. Today's are stunning. Could we have a close look at the necklace that Sheila is wearing? Looks lush. I love it when people say lush.
Lush. My daughter-in-law always use that word, lush.
Lush.
Yeah.
Who was saying it? Was it you, Martha, that was saying you were thinking of me? Because someone kept saying lush. I didn't realise I actually said it as often as I do, but apparently I do. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you,
should we
Leslie,
get a close-up?
Yeah, there we go.
It is lush.
Hang on.
Right, everybody's asking, how have you done this?
It's just on chain.
On chain, and
On
they're little
chain.
wrap loops, aren't they?
And they're wrap loops in clusters, yeah. Just
Lovely.
and this
Little
is where
head
your
pins.
handy-andy comes in. Yeah, on little head pins. That's where your handy-andy comes
Handy-andy?
in. Because you can start off with your centrepiece in your handy-andy. So you've got your centrepiece sort of in the middle of him, and then you can start by putting your drop and then building it round, and then you can just move it as you go along.
Progressively.
Or I tell you what I do as well that helps. I pin mine onto a bust. I get so far
good
with it, then
idea.
I pin it on, and then I start adding. Yeah.
Well, something beautiful pieces like so, and the hair comb, so that you're absolutely infamous for, Sheila. But also, you are famous
What's Linda been saying now?
for lace.
For lace, yes.
Love a bit of lace.
I
don't
do
you?
love a bit of lace, yeah.
They
I
are
love
gorgeous.
a bit of lace.
These are gorgeous, and these are my favourite. I love just that white, crisp white.
Well, it's cut out the different shapes, and you can adorn a shirt, maybe a nice white linen shirt that's got a nice collar. You can adjoin, or yeah, that word. What did I say?
A join.
Adorn, I meant to say.
Adorn.
Adorn. That's it. Yeah.
Love this.
And then you see with
like
that,
an
if you-
Indian elephant.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could cut that bit off there and just use that bit, and then
Yeah.
use that for something else.
I put them up to the skin, up to the neckline, because I just think they really show off the beauty of the lace. And some are quite sort of on the bias, set on the bias, which is really gorgeous.
Yeah, it's nice to have them at a... But I mean, imagine if you've got a plain wedding dress and you wanted to just make it something a little bit... That would sit so lovely down in the sort of cleavage area, wouldn't it?
In the cleavage area.
Cleavage
Yeah, it
area,
would.
yes.
This one would sit very nicely in the cleavage area.
It's just... Oh, that would... Yeah, that would almost... yeah.
Look at this, a beautiful rose in the centre
It is
as
lovely.
well.
And then you see what you can do is add some pearls on
Yeah.
the top. Just sew some pearls in there.
So, for 5 pieces of gorgeous lace and also your glue, which you do get with it, it's the Hypo Cement, which has got that intricate application, so you can easily glue onto some gemstones, and it won't bond your fingers, something I did the other day, and had to go and get my nails totally and utterly redone. It was a nightmare. So for the glue and the 5 pieces of lace, I can't believe we're going to this price point. Can't believe we are, because for strong glue, you normally pay around that price tag, don't you?
We've missed one. Did you do that?
I'll hold it up in a minute.
Oh, okay.
$8.95 for you'd normally pay that for the glue alone, wouldn't you?
Oh gosh, yes. I know how much lace is before we had it in. I know, because I've said it before. I did research it, and you would pay £4 for a tiny little bit.
Tiny weeny
Tiny
bit.
adornment, yeah. Which was beautiful, but you get so much. And if you do want to stiffen it or dye it, you can. You can dye it in tea.
How do you stiffen?
PVA glue,
Yeah.
and if you put a dessert spoonful in, maybe your dish that you're soaking it in, always put a dessert spoon of warm water as well.
We've got a question from Nicola and Kent. Can these lace be dyed to any colour?
It certainly can. I mean, I use tea on the white and just soak a tea bag for a
that's
bit.
nice.
Depending on how strong you want it to be, then the longer you leave your tea bag in until it's that rich, really dark, then you would get more of it. You would get like a dark coffee, if you like,
nice.
if that makes any.
Deb
And then
Rogers
the lighter you want it, then you can. And strawberry tea I've used.
Yeah, well, Deb Rogers used felt tip pens. I know it sounds a bit finny, but yes, you can.
Yes, you
Alcohol
can do
inks
that.
you can use as
Alcohol
well.
inks,
So
yeah.
yes, they can be dyed.
They
So if
can
there's
be,
a
yeah.
colour specifically that you're looking for, yeah, beautiful. 5 pieces of lace within, wonderful detailings, and of course your Hypo Cement, which has got that really precision applicator. If I just move my finger out the way. away, that precision glue, which for the Tahitian pearls, you'd need to use this really. You wouldn't want to get any glue on the outside of the Tahitian pearls, or any of the cultured pearls for that matter. So gorgeous. Thank you so much, Sheila.
You're welcome.
And happy creating at Fun City.
Fun City, yeah.
At Fun City with your lace and all your gorgeous gemstones.
I did enjoy it when I went. Yes.
Was it a good place? Recommend
yeah,
it?
I would. Yeah, really would.
We've got so much more to bring you. I've got just under 10 minutes, of course, before our 2-minute silence. A brand new, thank you, my darling, a brand new strand. Is it the zircon? Oh, sorry, this is last in stock. I was getting carried away then. This is so exclusive. It flew out of the vault. Zircon, a doubly refractive gemstone. We've only got a limited quantity of these available in the vault. Once they've gone. Sorry, my seat's just decided to have a little wander off. Okay, doubly refractive gemstone, which will bring you amazing amounts of fire. It is ultimately one of the most dispersive gemstones. So what is fire? Those of you are thinking, gosh, what does that mean? What's fire in a gemstone? It's effectively the colour spectrum. This is going to be on and gone because they are, without shadow of a doubt, some of the biggest that I've ever seen in any one strand. For those of you that do shop on our sister channels, you'll have seen blue zircon fly out. It's one of our most popular gemstones. This is natural. It's also Sri Lankan, which is one of those locations. Sri Lanka produces an incredible offerings of gemstones. Zircon, along with its sapphire and rubies, without doubt, highly regarded. 79 carats from 4x2 up to 5x2 millimeters at 82.95. Yeah, I understand it's a considered purchase, but what you are getting is a very considered strand. Who's going to be the first to make those confirmations? Deborah in Pennsylvania. I'm wondering if you saw the showcase that where I launched blue zircon on our USA channel, and it sold out entirely. It was quite a historic showcase in actual fact. Sold out entirely. Do check out those baskets. I've got Lynn in Kent. I've got Debbie in New Jersey. Deborah in Pennsylvania. You've got yours. Well done, my lovely. The 2 USA ladies checking out straight away. Congratulations. I'm going to need to move on. Sold out. Gone. Well done. Well done. This Tanzanite. Oh, I can't believe it. Double strand. Limited opportunity. Are you ready? On your marks, get set. It's Tanzanite and it's under £10. Beautiful colour. 86 centimetre strand, so it's just shy of a metre in total in its wonderful length. Look at that gorgeous Tanzanite blue. That's everything that we aspire to. Over 100 carats, and it's going to go an awful long way. Tanzanite, if you're ever asking, do you ever get natural Tanzanite? You can do, but it's very rare. It comes out of the ground quite a sort of brownish colour Tanzanite. That's heating actually brings out these wonderful colours. The bicolour Tanzanite, when you can actually detect and pick out tiny amounts of green, and your green Tanzanite, so you can notice the difference. I suppose when you see it on a daily basis, then obviously, or you're mining it regularly, you'll start to recognise the difference. But yeah, Tanzanite does tend to be heat treated. Even your quad A Tanzanite will undergo a little bit of treatment. It's still some of the most desired gemstones on the planet, if not the most desired gemstone on the planet. This is last in stock. Grab it whilst you can. Almost a metre of this, arguably the most sought after of the big five. Oh, I don't know. It's certainly rivaling the diamonds, isn't it, currently? But gone are the days where I can bring you huge quantities of Tanzanite. That said, I brought you a massive auction of 1,000 last week. Sold out. Sold out. Incredible FIFO reviews about this very strand. Outstanding colour, Eileen. Absolutely. Yeah, totally. I agree with you. We don't grade our Tanzanite, but you can see, lean on your own knowledge. You know, I always say that how much colour is apparent, that vanadium blue. Bring that price tag, guaranteed, under £10, £9.95 for almost a metre. We've got multi-buyers with Yorkshire. Hello to you, Rose. Ruth in County Durham. Donna in Midlothian. Carol in West Midlands, congratulations to you. Heather and Joe and Linda and Janet, well done. Well, I say well done, I should say good luck. Daisy's there, I've got Shropshire there, I've got Debbie in Somerset there as well. Good luck, because there was a limited quantity, it is last in stock. So you only need a tiny section of this strand, and surely you're commanding, what, double that price, 3 times, 4 times, depending on where you sell it. The gemstone of new beginnings, so there's a wonderful connection, association with this gem, and of course the high regard all over the world. Linda, you've done it, well done. Debbie, you've done it. Deborah in Pennsylvania, congratulations. I can't keep up with the names now, lots of confirmations coming in, but that's good because it is going to be an on-screen sellout. Well done. Derbyshire, hello Chloe in Derbyshire. I have these and I was astounded by the clarity and colour considering they are nuggets. I agree. I've not mentioned the clarity, but you're 100% right to prompt me on that, Chloe. You really are. You're not lacking. You know, sometimes you can see Tanzanite, which is very pale and insipid, almost transparent, and yeah, it might have clarity, but it's lacking in the colour. These have both. You're absolutely right to point me in that direction, Chloe, so thank you so much for that. And I bet you're enjoying working with them. Well done. Every single weapon that has it in their basket, though, you do need to confirm as soon as you can. Imagine today if you could get till the end of the day when you're sat, I don't know, chilling before you go up the wooden stairs to bed, and up to Bedfordshire, yeah, I love that expression, and you thought, I got Tanzanite today, I got ruby today, I got emerald today, I got amazing pearls today. Can you imagine being able to say it any of the above? Congratulations, stay where you are. Now I can just bring you one more short deal before the break. Number 4 in the I love this. This is one of my favourites of the entire day. I think this is very, very, very high end. So anybody that hasn't got a massive stash, maybe they're starting off in Jewellery Maker, but you want to create high-end pieces that you could gift for Christmas maybe, or you want to spoil yourself. Well, it includes fire opal, which I'll get to in just a moment, but these are high-end findings, which include shepherd hooks, and I'll try and hold all of these out, but there's loads in there. Toggle clasps, you've got your S hooks there as well, lengths of chain, so I'll hold the chain across, and that's good. Let me measure it. That is 48 centimetres, which is 19 inches of your wonderful oval link. You've got S hooks, so these are your S hook connectors. Can you see those? 2 of those you're actually getting. The large toggle clasps. I guarantee that you can make, a necklace, a bracelet, and 2 pairs of earrings with this entire kit, and probably more, to be honest, because there's 2 toggle clasps as well. There's your shepherd hooks, and you're getting 2 pairs of those, plus your crimp beads, your spacer beads, and your bolt rings within. So there's a lot, if I just bring that to the front of the hand, there's a lot to be found within these kits, and they come wonderfully packaged in the gold snazzy box, Jewellery Maker box, which has the velvet interior, so it tells you the quality of the gemstones. I mean, look how fiery and intense. These are natural opal. Fire opal is a type of opal, effectively, which is often found at the foots of volcanoes. And it almost, you can see that attitude coming through the gemstone as well. I'm just trying to see where this is actually from, the locality of them. Okay, it is Mexican fire opal, fantastic. Mexican fire opal really has got that really passionate, full body depth of colour, as you can see here. And if I just pick up the strand, there is also a graduation, so it goes from wonderful clears to wonderful yellows to gorgeous oranges and reds. So everything that you're seeing here, including the packaging, 40 pieces in total with your precious metals and your wonderful beautiful examples of your fire opal, a gemstone we are very, very, very proud of here. Totally and utterly natural, perfect gift, perfect for those that haven't got an extensive stash as of yet, but want to start on their journey and create high-end pieces. This will be perfect for you, absolutely perfect for you, and all you October babies out there. 0800 644 655. Good luck dialing as soon as you possibly can. We are busy this morning. Should be $24.95 for 40 pieces. For genuine 925 sterling silver findings, so many that I can't hold them all in my hand physically. This morning, this is going under £20, so grab it whilst... Listen, I'm going to just take these off for 1 second because they're all of your gorgeous findings. I would pay that, without doubt, for the quality of your fire opal that you've got here, without the actual findings. 1995, well done. 0800 644 655, West Midlands, you've done it, well done. Elizabeth, Susie, Carmarthenshire, Berkshire. I can't keep up with the names dialing through. It's a long length of fire opal. Totally natural colour, so amazing flame reds within. I love the fact that you do have such a variation and a graduation which is already done for you. I mean, this strand for £20 is an incredible deal. I actually think, Martha, in this occasion, you're buying the strand and you're getting the sterling silver findings for free. Would you agree? Would you agree with that? Because this is a Gems of Distinction strand. It comes in a gold box. It's a high-end quality strand without shadow of a doubt. That's an amazing price point, an incredible deal. Jacqueline, you've done it. Tina, well done. Daisy, you've done it. Congratulations to you. Keep on dialing through. Well done. Opal is one of the most varied of gemstones, and this is certainly one of the most passionate. I think it says a lot about your personality if you do love fire opal. It's just, I can just imagine a fiery personality wearing this. Sheila, do you love your fire opal?
Well, I've been to the fire opal mine, so that was truly amazing.
Which in USA?
In the States.
Yeah, amazing.
And it's just amazing to see how you get a tiny bit of fire opal encased in this sort of organic sort of rock.
Yeah, the host rock.
The host rock, that's the word. And so I know how much work has to go into
bringing a strand like this.
It's
1995
yeah.
Plus you get your sterling silver findings with it as well.
I mean, Jack was hammering for 4 hours, constant, with some help with some other men, and you know, it was just like a smaller. So I know how precious that is and how long it takes to get. Yeah.
And each individual one of those nuggets as well. Well done to you, Sandra and Devon, Kay, Lynn, Pauline, Diana in London. You're there, Sussex. Do check out those baskets as soon as you can. Of course, comes in the gold box and all of those 925 sterling silver findings. So you can create multiple pieces out of this wonderful bundle. If you are buying for gifts, by the way, you do have an extended money back guarantee. No problem whatsoever. So it does come with an extended guarantee with all of your gorgeous purchases. I'm just going to pop that box back for 1 second and really get up close with the opal itself. Look how fiery and red they are. Are you making sacrifices on play of colour with fire opal? Quite the contrary, no. You will still see those wonderful, here we go, wonderful displays, those flashes from the silica spheres. Absolutely fascinating, aren't they? Gorgeous, gorgeous yellows. Oh, brilliant. I've just knocked my brand new nails. Wonderful oranges and yellows coming through, and then amazing transparency just coming down here. Gorgeous. £20 for the strand alone is exciting, and it is natural. It's not dyed. It's not impregnated in any way, shape or form. Pauline, well done to you. London, well done to you. Bet, Christine, Somerset, you've done it. East Riding in Yorkshire. We've got multi-bidders on the phone lines, and I'm not in the least bit surprised. Your fire opal alongside your cultured pearls that are coming up a little bit later on will look wonderful. Now, I am running out of time. We've got a very short break, and I'm sure you will all join us in, of course, your 2-minute silence. So we are now going to hold that 2-minute silence to commemorate the British and Commonwealth military, civilians, servicemen and women of the 2 world wars, and of course conflicts since then.
Emerald is a member of the beryl family. It's one of the only gemstone families named for its chemical composition, beryllium, aluminium, silicate. Emeralds often display three-phase inclusions, and these can include a liquid-filled cavity, which can sometimes have either a little gas bubble or even a crystal, and it's really interesting to see in the case of emerald, because as you turn the stone, the elements within the inclusions can actually move as well. The finest examples of emerald do come from Colombia still, and there's quite an array of colours in the different tones of green. Other localities for emerald include Pakistan and Namibia.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you so much for that. Now, we are bringing you a beautiful star buy and an opportunity to own totally and utterly natural emerald. Now, when we say natural, when we're talking about natural emeralds or natural rubies or natural sapphires, you hear all of your hosts get really, really excited, and perhaps really we should be reminded, why is that exciting? Why do you always emphasize the fact that these are natural? Am I referring to the fact that they're genuine? Well, yes, they are genuine gemstones, of course. Here at Jewellery Maker, we bring you nothing but natural gemstones. What that means to you and I is that these gems have been unearthed. They haven't needed any form of laboratory enhancement. No heat treatment, no fissure filling, no coating. There are various different techniques of bringing out a gemstone's natural beauty. 95% of the world's gemstones will actually undergo some form of treatment, especially your rubies, your sapphires and your emeralds, because they can be quite an opaque gemstone. They can also lack colour. So to entice that colour out of a gem, they are assisted within a laboratory. So the quality of this strand, and how exciting is the reason why I'm going natural. This is natural emerald. Look how vivacious those gorgeous greens are. How exciting this opportunity is because I know that very few emeralds that come out of the ground will be as bold, as deeply saturated, as intense as these are. Shaded emerald. So you've got from your Brazilian emerald greens, those deep, wonderful dark forest greens, to Colombian hues, gloriously vivacious and vibrant, differentiations across the entirety of this strand. It is African, so coming from Africa, but you can see also the combination of hues and saturations that you can get within your emerald. It's no surprise that emerald is and remains to be one of the most valued. You can buy an emerald for £1, you can buy an emerald for £1 million, and the colour is the #1 valuing factor. The saturation, how intense, how uninterrupted those hues are, and how well they can actually be produced. Look at your coloured gemstones and your emeralds, this strand. Take it when you get this home, when you have it, when it lands on your doorstep in that little white box and you're all brimming with excitement and you can't wait to unveil it. Get this home, and I'd like you to just walk it to the nearest window if you can, or within natural daylight, or take it outside into natural daylight if you're able to. Look how they sing. That's the best way of actually assessing the quality of your coloured gemstones. We don't use loupes with coloured gemstones. That's your diamonds. It's done with the naked eye, but definitely in natural daylight is the best way to actually look at gemstones and emeralds of this quality. But you know what? You're not going to need a real flow and flood of daylight. You'll see it without shadow of a doubt, even in subdued lighting, because the greens are so dramatically intense. are so strong and vivacious and totally unenhanced, as I was saying earlier on, that you can't fail to recognize that this is a quality strand of emerald. Now it's brand new, you've got 20 carats in total. The sizes go from 19 carats in total. The sizes go from 2 by 1 to 4 by 2 millimeters, and it is a lengthy 18 centimeter strand. Who doesn't love emerald? I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favorite gemstone, and whenever I wear my emeralds, and I've got a couple of rings which I'm very grateful for being able to buy since working for this wonderful establishment, every single time it always gets admired by someone, friends, family, or even a passerby in the street. Bring yourself and introduce emerald into your collection if you haven't done already. And those of you that do your Christmas markets, or do your commissions, or do your bridal pieces, or do your or create pieces to sell in certain retailers, emerald, I imagine, would be one of the biggest sellers. Would you agree with that, Sheila? Because emerald is so recognised.
Well, it's also a heritage gemstone, isn't it? Because it's just been there for...
Well, yeah,
thousands, probably, yeah, it has, because it was in all of the jewellery, wasn't it? You know, in Tudor times, and
well, it's royally,
so it is. Yeah, go on.
Royally adorned. It's celebrity adorned.
Yes,
it's very much coveted in all the glossy magazines. Steeped in history, absolutely steeped in history. And we do know, of course, the lovely Cleopatra, beautiful lady that she was, adored her emeralds, and I can't blame her for that at all. 19 carats of that wonderful shading. We guaranteed it under £20. Well, guess what? Martha was slightly teasing you somewhat. Teasing you, because she meant under £15 this morning for natural African emerald, totally and utterly genuine, not enhanced in any way, shape or form. $14.95 for the quality. Now, I've been asked this question time and time again. Eleanor, what determines the value of an emerald and a ruby? And to be honest, it's exactly the same fundamentals, the same rule with both of those. Colour is king. If you've got a heavily included Le Jardin, it's basically called, this is a type 3 gemstone, so it's expected to actually have inclusions or characteristics then, as long as that colour is bold and intense, and my goodness, there's no denying. Download your certificate of authenticity with a quality strand like this if you wish. It is available. Do that like so. You can access online and enjoy working with it. What would you do? Separate the colours?
I was just thinking then how lovely it is to have those depths of colours.
Yeah.
Because it's all going to be different, the jewellery that you make. Although it's emerald, it's going to have different...
Yeah, you could create different suites, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Different suites, so you could have maybe the sort of rainforest green, the darker green in one suite, and then you could have that wonderful Zambian emerald green, or Colombian, whichever way you look at it, in another suite. And then you can have the whiter emeralds, which is just a couple of those, which is really rare. I'd love to see that. The whiter colours in this strand in another suite. So you've created 3 different designs. And if you're multi-buying at this price point, why wouldn't you? Natural emerald.
Just phenomenal price, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to remind myself every single day that these are genuine gemstones. They are mined, they are sourced, they are faceted, they are strung, and then of course we've got to bring them to you. Astonishing deal. Ruth, Ray, Pauline, Susie, Wyoming, hello to you. Carola, hello to you. Hampshire, Muriel, Joy, Irina, Tracy, Isabel, Angus, I can't keep up with the names, but there's tons and tons and tons of you there. Imagine the emeralds alongside these wonderful pearls, which are coming up a little bit later on. In 2 strands time, they're coming your way. Imagine your emeralds with gold or sterling silver findings. Congratulations to you. Stay where you are on those phone lines, because I'm about to bring you another premiere opportunity. It is your showstopper, brand new. And I was looking in preparation to this morning's show. I was like, teach me something new about Labradorite. Our jewellery makers hear about this wonderful gemstone every single day, and to be honest, I don't think there is that much I can teach you, but I might be able to give you another word, and it's all about the phenomena effect, and it's absolutely apt with this brand new strand. Spectrolite. Spectrolite. There's a lovely word. Have you heard it before? And basically, it's classified as another gemstone. So, I learned today, and I didn't know this, high degrees of labradescence, and I'm quoting it off a specific website right now, high degrees of labradescence are called spectrolite. So that optical effect, that phenomenal effect, it can be a totally separate gemstone. How amazing is that? So it truly is a phenomenon in its own right, as is this amazing strand. The most powerful and the most protective gemstones, if you believe in myth and legend. It has magical appearances and characteristics. And I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to argue with that, because look at the qualities, look at the dispersions of colours that you see within these labradorite gemstones, flashes of blues, amazing greens, golds in many occasions, or actually I should say in rarer occasions, warm pinks and blush tones, that labradescence is across the entirety of every single one of these gorgeous gemstones. There's some of the coppers and golds coming through. You can understand why people do believe it is the most magical of all of the gemstone world. That optical phenomena, there is a phrase called exsolution, which is also referring to how the light plays and captures within all of those tiny, tiny, tiny microscopic inclusions. That's exsolution, E-X-S-O-L-U-T-I-O-N, exsolution. That's a nice word to use when it comes to your labradorite. It's talking about how the light is playing within every single one of these gems. You've got various different sizes and shapes, beautifully faceted, checkerboard faceted across the entirety of each of those gemstones. So you've gone from your more pear shapes to your boulders to your triangle shapes. It's a wonderful gemstone that we continue to be absolutely mesmerized on. A type of feldspar, so similar to feldspar, think of other feldspar gemstones. Well, I instantaneously actually think of serenite, because serenite has got tiny, tiny, tiny internal occlusions that bring you like a galaxy effect within the gemstone. And yes, okay, it's not a sort of champagne or champagne diamond color, but it has got a similar appearance to your serenite in the fact that it has got galaxies. It's got a lot going on internally within the gemstone. Brand new premiere opportunity from 9x7 right the way up to 21x7 millimeters. It's a 24 centimeter strand here. Beautiful organic shapes, and of course faceted across the surface of these as well. Love the depth of colour. I love the fact that main body colour. Oh, did you see that? Sorry to interrupt myself. Did you see that flash of gold coming through just on the edge of the bezels? Amazing, aren't they? Some of the rarest colours to find in your labradorite would be the reds and the pinks, and also the golds, like you're seeing here. Those flashes of gold, copper and gold shimmers running through. They are the rarest colours to actually get, and it's all to do with the wavelengths and the distances that those colours actually travel to the actual observer themselves, so or you and I, for want of a better word. Brand new opportunity. What would you do with these? Team them with spinel? Team them with wonderful black onyx, team them with diamonds, the black diamonds earlier on, team them with pearls that we've got coming up. Price point is just going to absolutely bowl your socks out, knock your socks off.
You really come up with some today.
Knock your socks off at $17.90. Bowl you over and knock your socks off. That was a mixture of the two. $17.95, Sheila.
Bless you.
I mean, that's an amazing strand. I love these words, and if you have got a pen handy, I'll repeat it again. Exsolution. Exsolution, E-X-S-O-L-U-T-I-O-N, which is referring to the optical phenomena. That's a phrase that gemologists use. They're beautiful, aren't they? They've got much exsolution.
They're all different as well, so you can pick out the ones you wanted to maybe do a pendant with, because they are also individual, aren't they? So
and the one thing that we say,
that's just
amazing. The one thing that we say, and please, please, please understand that, hand on heart, if if you love what you see on your screen, when you get it home, it's only going to get better. The Labradescence comes out more face to face, basically, without shadow of a doubt. Well done to you, Kerry, Pauline, Marion, Hannah, Linda. Hello to you, Angela, Susie, Carol, Karen, Debbie, Margaret. Well done to you, new buyers getting involved. They are big, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful examples. Now, back by popular demand, we've had a customer request. They were launched, is this right, only a couple of days ago? In the last 2 days. Wow, I've just spotted that. Coming up. Can I just show you? That's just caught my eye as well. This is the biggest pink opal strand I've ever seen, and certainly some of them are perfect. This is perfectly pink. 10 minutes time, just arrived in the studio.
Oh, that's... Oh.
You know your necklace, Sheila?
Yes, perfect. Perfect for the necklace. Yeah.
Right,
Just
hang on,
with some
but not
pearls
yet.
dotted in.
But not yet,
yeah,
but not yet. We'll bring that
gorgeous.
to you in a second. Now, I love so much that's coming your way right now. How many customers ask us for watch faces? You can make your own bracelets, watch bracelets, maybe make your own pocket watches. This launched only yesterday. We've got the last remaining quantity in stock. So you've got your 2 connectors, you've got a mother of pearl, and I'll just take that surface, or protective surface off there just so you can see the quality of the actual watch itself. Here it is. We launched these only yesterday, the white mother of pearl. So if you weren't able to tune in yesterday, yeah, aren't they gorgeous?
That's quite Art Deco,
I love
isn't
the
it?
fact it's quite it's a big dial as well, very on trend, the big dials.
It reminds me of Art Deco.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The wonderful numerals, 32
Beautiful.
millimetres, and then
I
you've
love
got your
that.
2 connectors here, which you can easily thread ribbon through, or some leather cord, or some suedette. Some nugget gemstones would be fabulous. Stretchy bracelet would look amazing with it. Sheila's going, I want that.
Well, my strap is broken on my watch, so I do need to get a new watch, and I thought, oh, I could make a
You could make
gemstone
your
strap.
own, yeah.
I could.
I'll pop this on the back of my wrist as well so you can actually see the size.
That's
so, yeah, it's a big,
lovely.
beautiful statement piece.
Isn't it just? I love
People
that.
multi-buying because I'm thinking gifts straight away. I'm thinking craft
yes.
fairs. I'm thinking this is something really different, and you've been crying out for them for years, literally years. Annabelle instantaneous in there, Michelle multi-buying on the web, so I'm not surprised. What do they know that we don't? I've got no clue what this is going to. I wasn't able to tune in yesterday, yesterday morning. What? $9.95? What are you whispering to me now? Go on, say it.
Have we got many left?
Sheila says how many? 8.
Oh, that's.
Oh, sorry, 80.
Oh, right. Oh, I'll have to get on my phone after the show.
That
then.
said, there's loads of jewellery makers getting involved.
Oh, I should
Linda,
imagine.
Patricia, Annabelle, Michelle, Berkshire, Lorna, Isabel, London, you're with me. Hello to each and every single one. £10, $9.95. What gemstones would you put with this, Sheila? Because it is mother of pearl, the dial.
I would put some pearls. For me personally.
Yeah.
For me, maybe with some black spinel in the middle, or just on the very edge. You know, maybe if you do 2 strands and then just put a couple of, just to match the watch, really. But I'm rocking backwards and forwards.
I know
thinking,
you're brimming with excitement because you want
really
this,
want
don't you?
that. I do. Yeah.
Maybe just.
Well, look, I'm not joking. Look at my strap. Look.
Well, you need to buy yourself a new watch,
I do.
then, don't
Well, there
you?
you go.
And you can get gemstones in it in this case.
Yeah.
So here we go. Just imagine like a stretchy bracelet with this.
Well, that's all. Yeah.
Oh, that would be beautiful, wouldn't
That
it?
would only what? Oof.
And you could even sit one of those pearls to cover the links if you wanted to. You want to buy 3?
Yeah. I do.
She's talking to me in code right now. She's talking to me in code. You want 3.
If there's any left, I will go on.
Stop permitting. Shropshire, Eleanor, Denise, Julie, Ruth, hello to you. West Sussex, Bridgen, multi-buying. Zara, hello to you. Essex, Linda, Mandy, Berkshire's multi-buying. Yeah, because who would? I bet that when you get this home and you make something, you start wearing it, you'll have everybody, your sisters, your cousins, your friends, your mums, your grandmas going, I really want one of those. Yeah. And then you won't be able to get it. You've been asking us for months, if not years, actually, to do this. I like the fact that it is a very classic design.
And I do. That's what I like. It's statement.
Yeah, it's a stainless steel back,
which is always in vogue, isn't it? So, yeah, love that.
Gorgeous. We've got a text message into the studio. Johanna Midlothian, t-shirt yarn is the strap. Keith in Devon is saying macrame strap of zari threads. Oh yeah, that would be lovely.
For
That would be
me,
lovely.
because 1920s, for me personally, I would use the gemstones.
You'd use gemstones.
But
you could tailor it for his or her, couldn't you? For him or for her.
That, because you can always do it however you want, because you can change, can't you? Because you can just undo it.
Yeah,
and do
absolutely.
another one, and then just, you know,
100%.
Yeah.
Stay where you are on those phone lines. Congratulations, lots and lots and lots to bring you. Now, this is a brand new strand. You saw how quickly the zircon sold out earlier on, and yeah, I understand that was a slightly more considered strand. I beg your pardon, this is second chance that has been on your screen. New to me, the pink opal is brand new. Look at the fire. It's like a wonderful, it's like a glass of champagne that's bubbling and fizzing away in all of its splendour and luxury. Look at our own brand, Gemporia, as we know, one of the biggest brands now, or certainly becoming one of the biggest brands in the jewellery industry. We're global. We've got our collections actually featured in some of our biggest department stores up and down the USA, the UK rather. We're viewed by millions on a regular basis, and it's not us bragging there. The reason why I'm saying all this is, what gemstones do we often choose to feature as accents, maybe with your ruby, your sapphires, your tanzanite, and zircon is the answer to that. The reality is, why is zircon, and somebody asked me this the other day as well, why is zircon not as highly priced as diamonds are? Well, actually it can be, firstly. It can be reach very considered price points. Why is zircon not as well known would be the right way of phrasing that question, I suppose. It's pure and simply down to marketing. Davies spotted that very clever marketing campaign that they ran, where one of the most successful marketing campaigns with diamonds are a girl's best friends, or diamonds are forever, very, very successful. We've all certainly heard of that. Well, zircons, the reality is zircon is forever, because did you know that this gemstone, I call it the beginning of beauty. Why do I call it the beginning of beauty? Because when this planet began to spin, this gemstone started its journey. It is the oldest living material on this planet. So long before the most amazing sunrise or the most incredible sunset or landscape or view or human being or animal, this was beginning its wonderful journey. So it's the beginning of beauty for me. But zircon, going back to what I was referring to, why is zircon not as well known? It's because if we marketed it in the same way that diamonds do, it would be deplete within a year. The supply is dramatically less than diamonds are, so it is definitely one that collectors, connoisseurs the world over go wild for. I've got a 30-carat opportunity of your graduated zircon nuggets. I love the fact they're quite organic. I love the fact that they will go beautifully with any gemstone in your stash, whether they be black spinel, whether they be pearls, whether they be pink opals, whether they be emeralds, whether they be rubies, whether they be labradorite. They're going to complement so much. Team it with your pearls, and just going to pop that on the back of the hand, and you can see that is luxury to me. Absolute luxury. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Zircon is without shadow of a doubt in my top 5 of gemstones. I love it. I don't get to feature it enough here at Jewellery Maker because, like I said, less than a year of mining if it were marketed in the same way that diamonds are. This is a totally and utterly natural strand, not undergone any form of heat treatment. Incredible performance of sparkle in the doubly refractive gemstone, and just works in perfect harmony with so much more. If you're all about the bling, if you're all about that sparkle and those paparazzi flash, then this is the one. This is the one for you out of the entirety of the day, because it sparkles beyond all imagination. Back by second chance opportunity rather on this strand. It's been featured once previously. Grab it whilst you can. Amazing quality of natural zircon all the way from Africa. Flashes of champagne hues within, from 3x1 up to 6x1 millimeters in size. What? Are you kidding me? Martha, are you actually kidding me? Okay, I have to shuffle back in my seat then for a second. I did not know I don't know the quantity of this auction. I didn't know the price that we were taking it to, because it arrived in the studio, what, seconds ago? A couple of minutes ago? Minutes. I hadn't even seen them up until I introduced this auction, I had no idea that this was going to be anywhere near that price point. Anywhere near that price point. $6.95 for natural zircon, all of that beautiful sparkle. It's a doubly refractive gemstone. So what that basically means, light will enter into the gem and split twice. Split twice, so you see those dispersions of fire beyond any diamond will do. A diamond will give you fire, don't get me wrong, but that's what zircon does. It's like it has wonderful glitter, glittery appearances in the centre of this gorgeous gemstone. Well done to every single one of you. You're about to own the very beginning of beauty. Long before this gemstone, our world started to begin, this gemstone started its journey. 4.5 billion years old. Eleanor, Jennifer, Julie, Margaret, hello to you. Berkshire, Christine, Wendy, Annette, Pauline, hello to you, Oxfordshire, West Midlands, probably about, in fact, 50% of you, if not more actually, are choosing to multi-buy, and I'm not surprised. We've got a big quantity of stock. This is one of the biggest auctions of the day. That's fantastic.
That's just pure genius.
It's so luxurious.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely...
Can I just say to our gem buying team as well, whoever actually bought this strand, I think this is an amazing purchase, because did you say you've got one of the biggest quantities of this, Martha, of zircon? Now I would expect that in amethyst, maybe, or citrine, or in a quartz. Yeah, I'd understand you can get big quantities of those. Zircon is not one of those gemstones that you imagine to have how many? 8. Okay, I started off with 1,000.
Oh my word.
We're now getting towards your 800. It's...
Do you know, if you were to buy...
If you're watching on repeats, sorry to interrupt you, Sheila, but if you're watching on repeats, you're fine. Give us a try. Give us a try. You should be okay. We have got lots of you choosing to multi-buy and this as well. Debbie, Jersey, in New Jersey, well done. Ruth buying 3, well done. Felicity, well done. We've got people buying 4s, 2s, 3s. Keep on dialing through. I've still got loads more to bring you in the last hour, and I'm going to put this on the back of the strand. Oh, can I just say, my 2 purchases of the day, if I was only allowed to, would be these. Oh, that's just beautiful, isn't it?
Perfect for this, aren't they?
The opals are amazing. Look at the quality of this strand.
Delicate.
Totally brand new. I have less than 50 of these available. They are absolutely jam-packed onto this strand. All top drilled, exquisite tones. Totally natural Peruvian opal. I mean, that's just astonishing. This has not been impregnated with any dyes, which often coloured opals are. So you might have seen tangerines, you might have seen blues, you might have seen neon greens before. That's because they're dyed that colour. Pinks like this, they're so exciting to be able to get that perfect baby pink. They are flying out, absolutely flying out. Cassandra, Patricia, Northumberland, Essex, Helen, well done to you. Lots of you checking out. Why is that? Because you can see the quality, you can see how many, and I will count them in a second, of natural Peruvian opal you're getting in this brand new Premier strand. And if you're on the web, you can see the price point, can't you? You can see where it's going to. Dial in as soon as you can. Kathleen, Rose, you've done it. Northumberland, multi-buying. Margaret's there. London's there. Bridgen's there. Hello to you. Nyan, New Jersey. Janice, Isabel. Let's bring that price tag in, because over half the stock is allocated. Wow. Just incredible. I know I mentioned checks out. Do you know, I looked at my call screen just then, just glanced to my left, and it was like, all of a sudden, confirm. So many confirmations. We could have brought this, what, 10 times over, Martha, do you think? They are huge quality. Huge quality, sizable. More of these, please. I know that's utopia, and I am living in a world of utopia by asking that question, but this is amazing quality. Sheila, these are going to sell out, but just incredible, aren't they?
They are just, I haven't seen a strand of that.
They tend to be more spaced out.
Yeah, there's lots of them. I think they're more graduated, that strand. So you've got more. They're the graduation has started off quite big for drops, and then they've gone smaller and smaller, which even the smaller ones are not small.
No.
You know what I mean? You've got such a lot on that strand, and
Debbie,
the colour is gorgeous.
It is. Debbie, you want to know about the drill holes? There we are, my darling. They are top drilled. And they are substantial. What is the drill hole like on the opal? Maybe if I turn it like this might be easier. Trying my very best to, because there's so many on the strand, Debbie. It's difficult for me to show you. Can you see that?
It looks quite generous, doesn't it?
Oh, it is generous.
Yeah, you'd get probably, if you wanted to weave through twice, you'd probably get 0.25 or an
that is substantial, isn't it?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well done, Hertfordshire, Pauline, Julie. You've done it. It's gone. Well done, well done, well done. Is it time for your pearl? And no, we haven't forgotten the Wall of Fame. We will be doing that after the pearls. So that's coming up. And of course, the drawing is Wednesday. But first, oh gosh, can I add to my, I'm only allowed 2 strands and say I'm only allowed 3? Am I allowed? Yeah. Because I want these 2. These are the nacre surface of the pearls. If you don't mind. Okay, so shape, you want a pearl to be more spherical. Size, colour, and the nacre. Nacre is this, basically it's like our skin, the surface of the pearl. Blemish-free, indentation-free. You want it to be as smooth as possible. I can't see a single nick on this entire strand. They are incredible quality, and they are beautifully sizable. 11 by 13 millimeters. Do you see what I'm referring to? Look how smooth. Look how smooth the nacre surface is of these wonderful sizable pearls. Just one of those suspended from those sterling silver findings earlier on. These with, of course, that watch face that we brought you just moments ago, because they are really substantial and they'll certainly support that. These with the labradorite just, these with the opals just, these with the zircons just, these with high-end silk threading material to knot them in between. You have got a very, very decorative and luxurious opportunity. They have to be some of the biggest that we have, yeah, right? Surely, within our entire vault. I've brought you over the course of the last week, I suppose, a few different pearl opportunities, but these are the biggest that I've brought you, even bigger than the Tahitian pearls, and they were 10mm rounds. So grab them whilst you can. That's what I'm referring to. Look how smooth that nacre surface is. Look how wonderfully reflective that nacre surface is. And we're up close. We're under magnification on your screens just there. June's birthstone, of course, and one of the most graceful and timeless and elegant gemstones that you can possibly wish for. If you were able to get hold of those sterling silver shepherd hooks earlier on that were faceted maybe with the black onyx, then they'd be perfect. Any of Sheila kits, they would work beautifully, or just on their own with a single lobster clasp. Keep it simple. We should be bringing this to you. Really? $34.95. We're going to take this wonderful strand of pearls, total smoothness of nacre surface, under £30 for $29.95. We've got to put it up to the neckline, haven't we? We've got to put it around the décolletage so everyone can say, "What whoppers!" I love that word. What a whopper! They are whoppers. See, look at the difference. Look at the difference a strand of pearls make. Just, Martha says, immediately you've become classy. How very rude. No, I know what you mean though. Immediately, I'm almost appropriate.
Regal.
Quite
regal.
Oh, I like that, regal. Yeah, I would almost fit in to somewhere like the Ritz or the Savoy. Almost, not quite. The pearls, I'd look the part anyway. I'd certainly look the part. Well done, $29.95 for beautiful quality pearls. Absolutely incredible. So, are we still all right? We still got quantity? Still got quantity. Okay, now it is time for your Wall of Fame. We hadn't forgotten, we just had lots to bring you this morning. Don't forget to check out all of those opportunities on your basket. If you're watching the repeats, then we have got brought you so many brand new strands and, of course, stunning kits. Wall of Fame coming your way. There's a time to bask in your wonderful, wonderful glory, and fingers crossed for the draw. Love this bit, love it. All your beautiful creations that you send in to us, which get put into a drawer like so, and fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Could be you.
It could be you. We have one winner and one runner-up, which we'll be drawing in a few moments' time. Now, starting things off, I've got number 480, wonderful combination of colours and tones. It comes from Joyce in the West Midlands. Loving the suite of jewellery that you've created, Joyce. Very good luck to you, and love those colours. 480.
I have 481, which pearls again with the gorgeous pink spinel. And this is from Marion Andrews, and absolutely stunning. Gorgeous.
Yeah, earrings,
481
bracelet.
earring, the whole set.
The whole suite.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. How lovely. I've got 482. One very lucky little girl here. Modelled by my gorgeous daughter, Bella. And this comes from Zoe. She's adorable and she looks lovely in that wonderful, wonderful headband. Good luck. You're number 482, Zoe.
And we have number 483, which is a gorgeous chain with hessonite, necklace rather. Absolutely beautiful. Very well made.
Elongated,
as well,
1920s style design.
Yeah, 483.
Well done. 484. Oh, obviously multiples of bracelets like this, and it comes from, let me see. Sheila Pryor. Didn't say where you're from, Sheila, but good luck to every single one of you. Good luck to you, my darling, and obviously you've been busy making lots and lots of money and feeding into the local economy, I can see. So good luck. You're number 484.
So this is number 485, and this is a lariat style nugget, chips and nuggets. And this is from Pippa Fairclough, and well done, Pippa, good luck.
Lovely.
There's amethyst, white agate, and highlight. Lovely.
486, some fabulous work here coming from Rita in Orpington. Wonderful pendant design. Good luck to you, my lovely. You are number 486, I beg your pardon, 86.
This is number 487, and this is from Vivia. There we go. Got there in the end. That's fabulous. Well done. Very, very bright and cheerful and
very colourful.
Very colourful.
Well done to you. Last but by no means least, I've got number 488, a wonderful suite of jewellery, and it comes from Alison Nicole. So well done to you, Alison. I can't see where you're actually from, but wonderful piece. Congratulations to you. You are number 488. Sorry, Sheila. Yes, you've got another one.
489, and this is a very different tree of life. It's a quite different style, isn't it, with the drops on? That's really lovely. And this is from Julianne. Good luck, Julianne. That's brilliant. Love it.
Lovely.
Well
Absolutely
done.
incredible. Now, time for the draw. Do you want to go first, my lovely? So do our runner-up.
Yeah, I'll
just
do with
spin it round the tombola style.
There you go.
Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I'm not looking.
Pop your hand in.
Okay.
This is the runner-up, so we'll be credited £50 Jewellery Maker ready.
357.
357. Who is Catherine Parker. £50 of the Jewellery Maker. Credits being added to your account. So
give it another whiz.
Give it another whiz.
Give it another whiz. There you go. In you go, girl.
I've got... Ooh! It's a green one. It's number 5.
Ooh, we don't very often get singular numbers, do we?
Number 5. Barbara Duffin. Well done, my darling. You are our winner for the Wall of Fame, and you've got £100 of Jewellery Maker credits being pounds being added to your account. So well done. Send us a text if you've just won.
Yeah.
60777. Start your text with JM Studios. Okay, back to. Got more to bring you, and I'm running out of time. So less than half an hour remaining in show. Tomorrow, by the way, I've got an educational cup with, joined by the gorgeous Martha, and it's all about the facets of gemstones, so variations. Just wanted to give you a sort of preempt, because a lot of people ask about the cuts. Number 6. Oh, I love these. Okay. Beautiful. Pear cuts, faceted gemstones. peridot. This is to get over half a carat of peridot. Of peridot is astonishingly rare. My goodness, this is 9 by 6 millimeters. Now it doesn't say the carat weight on our graphics, but if you've got that measured, if you got the carat weights, 1.33. Wow, okay. And yesterday I was referring to peridot and how the extra fine grade can command up to $180 per carat. That's at least, well, it's half it, say, it depends on the conversion rate, but say about 90, £100 per carat at least. Totally natural gemstone. I'm not saying that's what it's valued for, but as your jeweler, as a gemstone trader, that's what we buy it for. Not in terms of set into a finished piece, but that's what we can expect to buy it for currently. Then you've got your gorgeous serenite. So this natural gemstone, all of these are natural. All of these are totally natural gemstone. This is the one I was referring to earlier, which has got tiny copper platelets within this gemstone that bring you like a galaxy of stars. Just so elegant and classy. If you love a champagne diamond or you adore Zarite and maybe budget doesn't quite reach that far, then this is a fantastic alternative. This is 1.04 in your serenite. Then you've got your garnet, which is the largest of the gemstone, and same size, same dimensions, it's just referring to the different densities of the gem. Totally natural. This is 1.63 in terms of its size. These are perfect examples of these gemstones. Absolutely perfect examples. You've got that passionate red, intensity of hue. You've got gorgeous chartreuse green, and then that delicate champagne tone that you get from serenite. One of my favourite cut gemstone collections that I've had the privilege of bringing you, and does come boxed beautifully. So if you've never done gemstone setting before, again, take it to a local jeweler and they can easily get this set into a 4-prong setting and you've got a piece of jewellery done. But we do often bring those to air as well. Very, very popular. Different birthstones within, and a gemstone that we launched on our sister channel only last year, latter parts of last year. How about for well over a carat in each gemstone, under £6 each? That's £17.95 for all three. What a great gift. What a perfect gift. The average solitaire ring, the standard calibration, and it does vary obviously, but probably the most frequently used size and calibration of gemstones is 7 by 5 millimeter. So you've got way above that in these, way above that. Aren't they gorgeous?
I love
Look
the
at
colour
quality.
combination that's been chosen as well, because it's just Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your reds, your greens, that gorgeous sort of champagne-y.
Do you know what I love? I love the fact that they're all natural. These are all gemstones which haven't been enhanced in any way, shape or form. The garnet, there's no treatment or enhancement for garnet, and that is outstanding quality. The peridot, again, it's not a heat-treated gemstone, and gorgeous, gorgeous, intense green, chartreuse greens. Your serenite, and we have got direct dealings. We are partners in the mine of serenite, so you couldn't be buying any more direct than right now. Is a natural example of a gemstone, just so exquisite. To any gemstone collectors or connoisseurs out there, it ticks a whole lot of boxes, and I don't get to bring you cut gemstones every single day, but very exciting. This is kind of like a little premiere for tomorrow's education hour. So if you want to learn about faceted gemstones, then tune in at 12 o'clock. Before that though, how about we bring some more faceted gemstones? Oh, they're like little round diamonds. 5 millimeter rounds. Oh, I'm trying to work out the gemstone. Are they serenite, really? That's why I said diamonds then. Do you know when we found serenite, and we sent it round to various different laboratories in the USA, multiple laboratories, and funny enough, they all came back with a conflicting answer of what the gemstone was. Some people said it was a diamond. Some people said a sort of plush diamond, they called it. Some people said it was a type of feldspar. It actually confused, because there's nothing really on the market quite like serenite. It is a type of feldspar, that's the correct terminology. It's a totally natural gemstone. It was previously mined by Tiffany's & Co. You're about to purchase 12 of them, and this was marketed as the immature diamond, which I don't really like that name personally, but that's what it was mined at. Known as previously. It is exclusive to us now. I mean, there's no other serenite mine globally that has been discovered to date. So we are the only location of source, unless, of course, an establishment has bought them from us previously and then selling them on at a profit. We've got no problem with that. 12 5mm round brilliant cuts. So maybe you could commission these most amazing tennis bracelet. Maybe I was actually suggesting, and I'm hopefully saying this whilst you're all making, or in fact you are, whilst you're all making those confirmations. We know that the future for serenite is going to be nothing but positive. This is a one locational gemstone mined in the state of Oregon in the USA. Just because we've decided to market it at an affordable price tag so everybody can get the benefits of owning this wonderful gemstone, that doesn't mean to say that in decades time that this gemstone doesn't overtake the prices of Tanzanite, of rubies, of emeralds, of sapphires. Who knows? The future of serenite, a one locational gemstone currently, is only going to be in the dizzy heights, isn't it? Without shadow of a doubt. 12 5mm rounds, totally natural examples. If you liken it to a glass of champagne or a champagne diamond or a Zarite gemstone, another phenomena gem, then you will be, or you imagine what they look for, then you'll be on the right page. We're only limited though. There's only a limited quantity, so great giftable opportunity. $27.95 for all of these wonderfully natural gemstones. That's working out at £2.33 each. So hang on a minute, how lovely would this be on the table? How lovely would this be on the dinner table at Christmas? Everybody getting a beautiful gemstone. I want to do that. I want to do that. I've got 9 people coming for Christmas.
Oh, aren't they? Oh.
I want to do that. I want to buy one of these. Are they going to sell out?
I think that name needs to be changed, doesn't it, or what they call it?
Serenite?
No, the immature.
Oh, it's not that anymore, because we own it, don't we?
Sorry, no, I'm still on the other one, aren't I? Sorry.
Beautiful, well done, Serenite, yeah, wonderful examples. Oh, is it this strand? Wait for this, Sheila.
Oh, that's the, you said about a meter. Oh, no, it's probably, I don't know. I think it is, you know. It is
that's a meter.
It is a meter, yeah. Gosh, that's the biggest strand I've ever seen. That is amazing.
I don't quite know how to... Look at all of these gems. I can't quite absorb all of this. Let's start at the bottom. Oh, it is your quartz, which quartz can absorb fantastic amounts of colour because it's got quite a rough crystal, how it actually forms. It'll absorb loads of beautiful, beautiful colours. Look at these boulders. Oh, look at the glow as well, the pink, it's reflecting on the back of my hand. How do I show you all of the gemstones that are on this, on a metre length? It's just not physically possible. 850 carats of graduated sizes. So you've got your big chunky boulders here. That one's almost a heart shape. Can you see that? Almost a heart shape there.
Isn't it?
Oh, I like him. That's lovely, isn't he? And then you've got the spaces in between, of course, which can be used. Secondary hues of blues coming through. Wonderful pinks. So if you love your amethyst, you'll adore this strand. Because it does look like amethyst, doesn't it?
And in all the 6 years, well, 7 next year, isn't it? I've never seen a strand that big. Ever.
No.
No, never, ever, ever.
Sheila, what would you do with a strand of this size? Ooh. Ooh, I can't even hold it. Oh.
Lots, I think. I would do
live
lots
television.
With it. Lots.
Yeah. Ooh. I could, apart from skip with it. Apart from skip with it, what would you do with this?
Oh, lots. I mean, you could take the one in the middle and have that as a pendant, couldn't you? It's just endless what you could do. You could. Oh, I'd like to, whoever buys it, it'd be great for them to let us know how much they made out of it. I mean,
amazing.
It's absolutely huge.
We should be, apparently, $19.95. That's an incredible deal. I mean, these are going to go on and on and on and on within your stash as well. Price reduction, substantial price reduction. See, it's that large, I couldn't actually physically hold it. 14.95 for 850 carats of your gorgeous gemstones. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations to every single one of you. A 1 metre strand.
I think
can't
that's
even
the record, I think.
I can't even speak. What's going on? What's the deal with Elle today? Oh. Stay where you are. Got to move on.
It's
lots
this
to bring
diet
you.
you're on, that's what it is.
It might be the diet, perhaps. I need a sugar influx. I will not cave. I won't cave. Okay, number 4. I love this. I love it. I brought it to you the first time a few months ago. I think actually it was when I was still on our sister channel, and I came over for just one the odd show, and I said, wow. 3 strands, 3 gems of distinction strands, but if I can recall the price that it went to, it's just an amazing deal. You've got within aquamarine, beautiful amethyst, and also sky blue topaz. Now, amethyst is aquamarine rather is so difficult to get hold of at the moment, which has got the clarity to be able to facet strands like this. So Labradorites the world over, gem traders rather the world over, are all getting really excited about trying to find parcels such as this. Sky blue, which is the one at the top, oh, I think that's my personal favourite. I love topaz.
Oh,
a naturally
wow.
brilliant forming gemstone has increased by, get this, 800%. Even Tanzanite hasn't elevated to that kind of price, to that kind of statistic. So dramatic price point increase, and it's because basically, if you think about it, if we're looking for that perfect Celeste blue, and aquamarine's limited edition, then a solid bet, and if you want the wonderful sparkle, then the topaz is without shadow of a doubt the only other gemstone I can think of, I suppose, because sapphire won't bring you the brilliance that you're seeing within a topaz. It's a naturally brilliant forming gemstone. So big designers will go straight to topaz for all of the different hues that you can get with it, but also the wonderful performance of light. And then, of course, your wonderful deep, dark, velvety purples that come with your amethyst. So 3 strands, the ultimate treasure collection, of course, packaged beautifully, so wonderful for any stocking filler, or as a gift to yourself, Christmas present to yourself. Do you do that? Do you buy yourself a present at Christmas? I always treat myself with something. I might not consciously go, this is your Christmas present.
Yes, but I know what you mean.
But I do always treat myself to something as well. Supposed to be £27.95. Really? One of those strands for the sky blue alone would be incredible at that price tag. £21.95 only. 800% price increase. Would you keep all of the gemstones together, or would you separate them out? What would you do, Sheila?
Oh, I just think I wouldn't make too much of a cluster with it, because I think they're also individual and beautiful, that you need to use them.
Allow the light and everything.
Yeah, earrings, maybe having some drops, from the chain, or I would use them to my best ability to
show off.
Yeah.
Show off the quality of the cut
and
as well.
I think even just a simple one of the larger ones in the middle. Don't you agree, Zena?
I do, Sheila.
Thank you very much, darling.
Our Zena is bouncing around in the background. Zena, what would you do with these, lovely?
I just make them into some beautiful sterling silver droplet earrings, very pretty.
And me.
Yeah.
I'd keep them simple. Maybe one of those wonderful sky blues. Sorry, that's my favourite strand, and that for this strand alone for £21.95 is an amazing deal. With one of these beautiful whopping pearls on sterling silver. One pair of earrings, you made your money back if you do your craft fairs, haven't you?
Of course you would.
Just beautiful.
And even that very big one in the middle, just drop it from some chain with maybe 1 pearl on the top. Just simplicity, because the gemstones themselves and the drops and the facets in them.
And I love that sentiment. I love the idea, and I always think about sometimes the beauty and the quality of the gemstones. Just allow them to do the talking.
Exactly.
Sometimes they don't need to be overcomplicated. Keep those simples and designs, and the focus, I suppose, suppose, on the quality of the gem. For example, Tiffany's & Co. Different analogy. Joseph Asher, when he designed the Asher cut, which is cross between a princess cut, I suppose, and a round brilliant cut. When he designed the Asher cut, it was in a simple design ring. He didn't over embellish it. All the focus was on that wonderful cut of gemstone. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. 800% price increase on topaz over the past 3 years. So amazing, amazing deal. Lovely to have your company. Now I'll be back with you tomorrow at the usual time, and don't forget we've got a cuts hour at 12 o'clock. You've got the gorgeous Zena coming up next. She's in the house. Can I say thank you, Sheila?
Thank you as well,
As
Ellie.
always, it's been an absolute delight.
Oh, you too.
I'll try and put my teeth in next time.
She's had one of those mornings this morning.
You know, you just can't
Oh,
construct
back
a
to front
sentence.
and- yeah.
Good job, Zena's coming up, because it's going to go from...
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Don't go anywhere. I'll
got no
see you
chance.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.